Good morning. How we doing? We've got Alex. Welcome in. I'm excited to hear about your jerky. We've also got Raven Lord. Hello. Mason Knight is panicking already. Oh no. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. We also got Buzz coming in with the sub. 40 months of support. Almost a whole year, Buzz. Almost. Sly. Hello. Raven Lord. Hello. How we all doing today? Scott. Hello. What are we up to? It's a work day today. We are trying to start our week with some Imperial Fists. So I pulled out, we've got our Aggressors. We've got 6 of them all together. And we're going to try and get as much knocked out on these boys as we can today. That's the plan. What are you guys up to today? Happy Pride for those celebrating. Does anyone have any Pride plans this year? We are going to be raising money for the Trevor Project next week, so we will be doing some fundraising. I just want to make sure our page is all set up and ready to roll. It looks like it was, but I want to customize it a little bit. So next week we will do that. And BK play games? That sounds like a great Pride to me. That sounds perfect. I was trying to think if there's some games we should bring on here, because I don't know what to play Wednesday. I wasn't sure. I'm going to take a look through the old Steam library or through Game Pass and see if there's something that would fit the theme a little bit, celebrate a bit. Making jalapeno cheddar brats tonight? Alex, we're coming over there. We're doing the jerky, we got some brats. That sounds so good. So good. Jealous. I'm jealous. Hi, Farm Tony. Hello, how you doing? Bring Sadie. The babies can play. The babies. Renor says, nothing explicitly planned, but maybe there's an event locally. I might go if I find time. Alright, we're gonna start right off with the little Aquilas on their chest. I like getting the red on nice and early. It just looks nice all together. Yeah, what's everyone up to today? What we got going on? I've just got work today. I've got to get back to my workouts because I got a little bad with them last week. Just get back to it. Not Pride related, but they do have spray paint sim on Game Pass now. I'll leave that to the simulation pros probably. I never went back to finish up Power Wash sim. Even though I was enjoying it, I never went back to finish the Warhammer thing because it was just, yep. It was that big. Fireforge, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, not at all. Not at all. How are you? What you up to? We were talking about what we're all doing for Pride Month. June is all planned. Stay inside as much as possible. Avoid using any money. Just going until July. Ravenlord and I were talking a little bit before stream started about just like hibernating for summer. And like here in a few weeks, that'll also be my plan. I get seasonal affect disorder in summer. My brain just tanks. So I'm trying to prepare myself, trying to get some stuff ready. Last year was weird because we just done the bathroom remodel, so I was just goofed up anyway. But like working out helped a lot. So I'm just trying to like get my stuff together to where I can kind of ride it out here for summer. Summer just stinks. Hoodguard, welcome in. How are you? I played Dream Daddy. Yeah, we played it on stream. Oh, a long time ago now. It's been a long time. I was thinking maybe Monster Prom. I've never played it and I've had it in my library for a while. Do you guys want a Monster Prom with me? I was trying to think what other like smaller things I have in my library that might be a good fit. The one coming up that I'm excited for is Date Everything. We're absolutely gonna play that on stream. I think that Thirsty Suitors game. I need to see what the gameplay is like for that one. I don't remember what you're actually doing in it. Everyone says Blatcher was on Game Pass. Got the girlfriend hooked on it last night while we FaceTime. Like she stayed up late playing. I love it. Just one by one, Balatro gets us all. Oh, give me 1 second. Exalted. Nice. Nice. 69 months of support. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Chat, can I get a nice in the chat? How are you today? How was your weekend? My weekend was good, Hoodguard. We went exploring on Saturday. So we went to There's an area here kind of nearby that has a bunch of like Asian supermarkets and cafes and restaurants. So we just went exploring and got some snacks. And then some video games, some reading. How was yours? What were you up to? Everyone here in chat, if we didn't get to hang out yesterday, thank you, chat. How was the weekend? What did we all get up to? Uh, I played a little bit of Signalis. Is it Signalis? Signalis? It was, I don't know, something about the gameplay didn't grab me. So strange to me. Summers when my brain seems to right itself. See, that is at the risk of making myself abnormal. That's what normally happens. Most people have seasonal effect for winter. I am the exact opposite. Summer just absolutely takes all of my will to live. It's awful. I have to hunker down really hard. It's really, really bad. But yes, normally it's winter. For a lot of people, it's winter. I'm on the weird side that it's summer for me. I am opposite on it. Squeezel, hello. I don't remember said hi. Early Access Dune Awakening on Thursday. It's gonna be all the rage on Thursday. I hope everyone enjoys it. My girlfriend played the demo of Date Everything the night and said it was pretty good. I saw that it was out, but I know I want to play it, so I didn't try it. The jellies you got are they're so good. Exalted. I love those gummies. Sorry, one second. Sorry. The lychee and then the yuzu I got are so good. Like, it's a good thing they're individually wrapped. Exalted or I would eat the whole bag in a sitting. just in a sitting. Let's see, Hidgard spent all of Saturday, finished up Mecha May, and then chilled yesterday. Nice. Got in I saw, I think on socials you got in like with half an hour or something to spare. Making the most out of Mecha May. We love to see it. Cygnus was I've heard good things, but it's slow. It was slow. I was having a hard time like getting into it. I liked the style of it though. Like the art and everything was really cool. But it wasn't grabbing me when I played it. Riot, hello. The high of summer is definitely too oppressively humid around here. Yeah, it's the heat. You just can't escape it. If you want to go do anything, you have to mess with it, and it's just I just don't. I just kind of hunker down and hope for the best, honestly. I'll be playing a lot of games and staying inside. And just riding out. Working out definitely helped though last year, so I will definitely make sure to stay on my schedule. I think I know the area you explored. I used to love shopping in the area when I lived out there. Yeah, I think there's a couple like spots like it here locally, and decided to check one out, and it's really nice. I ate the whole bag anyway, just rip and tear, rip and tear. Japan and Germany just make the Kraken. They're so good. So I got that. We got some haichu also, which is almost gone. I actually found out I really love their grapefruit one. It's so good. But yeah, got some ramen to try. Yo, Boop, good morning. How are ya? We want to be hot, not hot. Yeah, wrong hot. It's the wrong hot. Haichu, it's so good, bro. So welcome in. What you up to today? I was telling chat we went exploring on Saturday to a couple, there's like an area with a lot of Asian supermarkets and cafes and restaurants. And we brought back some goodies. That was part of our goodie haul. The big light. We're talking about summer sun and hot and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. What are you up to? Or what are you up to this weekend, bro? So, what was everyone up to? Hi, Juice Strawberry and Grape are my sweet babies. Help friends move over the weekend. Inform them about the queer dangers of the big light. So I'm having an awesome time trying to figure out something. Oh, in Excel? Uh-oh. What are we trying to do, Slime? I ask because I used to work in Excel. What are we doing? Ooh, bro says I'm in the midst of a Persona 3 reload. Sounds like a good haul, to be fair. I think I did okay. The main purpose was to scout out the shabu shabu meat and found it, know where it is. So when it's not oppressively hot, we will hot pot. Found it. Meat not acquired because we went out for lunch after, but I know where it is. I can go get it. I can go get it. The big light overhead lights are just right on you, like you're on a stage. Yeah, it's really fun. Scott and I hate the big lights here in the house. We always have like secondary lights on instead of the big lights. Help up save Super Earth, grinding out new content on 14 with my free company buddies. Nice. I need to see like when I should hop back in for 14. I feel like it won't be until, man, I hate to say next expansion, but like maybe needs to be a pretty big update for me to hop back in. I did not enjoy the last expansion. What an emote, you like little eyebrows? We got 6 new ones, bro, so if you've not seen them, there is eyebrows, clap, panic, there's bleach, which you also might like, and loading. I think I label or put them all. You guys don't mind throwing those in the chat, but yeah, we got 6. Yes. I will say, we do have more slots. I just couldn't afford more at the moment. We are crowdfunding more emotes, though. If you guys like those new emotes and we want to get some more, before stream I mentioned I'd like a drool emote for when we're talking about food. I've got a couple others in mind. If you guys would like to help us, we are crowdfunding more emotes. So there is if you click on that throne, there is a little category there where we are crowdfunding more. So as soon as that fills up, I will go back to the artist and I will get more. So that's there if you guys would like more. We've got like 20 slots. We've got like 20 slots. So I just can't afford all those myself right off the bat. Me and the neurodivergent homies hate the big light. Yes, I will avoid the big light at all costs. Mine is the purple that you see in the back. That's what my big light does. And it's always like lower light. And then I have like a secondary light on. So I'm trying to make a cell pulling data from multiple other cells. Okay, that was tracking social data. Gotcha. So like VLOOKUPs and whatnot. Possibly. I'm glad you guys like them. Wasted Mind, wanting a tentacle emote. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Sure, food. You can use it for whatever you want, buds. They're multi-purpose emotes. That's right. But you know, food and other things. If we want a drool emote, we can get one. I may also be looking at a lick emote. So there's there's lots of slots for lots of things. So we just gotta figure that out when we get there. We've got like 20 slots. It's a multi-tool emote. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh gosh, what do I want to do next? I think I want to do the silver. Patch paint. Post A had 100 views, 50 likes, 5 shares. If I put in a row of 10 A blocks and summed, I'd want to display the cumulative total for those 3 data points. Yeah. Makes sense. I guess, would you also, this is coming from social media, would you want to weight those differently too? Would a share, a comment be weighted heavier? Heavier? Sometimes the social algorithms do weigh them differently. Let me catch up here. Hello, Saturday. Ooh, a 4-day work week at work today. That's awesome. 4 days are nice. Getting that extra day is definitely nice, especially for summer. I think. You're the one into chaos. I just plug toe beans. Not the same. We are not the same. I could create a plan which included multiple different blocks. I could quickly summarize summarize results from the selected blocks. Yeah. Makes sense. I wouldn't think, well, I mean, I worked primarily in Excel. I wouldn't think that would be too tough, but if you have anything I can help with, let me know, Sly. It's been a little bit, but I'm happy to look. Got new books in the mail. What'd you get? I've got books arriving too. I've been reading the manga Monster and I'm obsessed. I love it. I've read the first 2. Apparently, when I first picked it up, I picked up books 1, 2, and 4. So book 3 is arriving today. Got 3 and 5 on the way. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm gonna cruise through that as soon as it gets in here. Cortex, welcome. Earbry, hello. How we doing today? Excel, is that not an Excel fan? That's fair. When I did work at the office, it was a lot of Excel, a lot of Alteryx, which I actually really loved. That was probably my favorite thing to work in. Some Tableau. Yep, use Tableau. Initially about being able to theorize a plan. A campaign might go A, B, A, C, D, A, B. Yeah, change them up. What would that be expected to bring us? Trying to think if I would, obviously, you'll probably have social media, like, pros with you. But from what I've learned, just, like, influencing. So much of it is just, and something I'm trying to get better at, is posting regularly. As someone who can barely sum XY, okay, this is beyond me. If I can help, let me know. But yeah, setting up tables to, like, pull from other tables can be pretty handy. If there's a way to bring in those numbers without you having to manually do it too. I don't know, what's available for that. I think there's some, I know there's some paid options for that, but guess it depends. Goals and such. The book is called Disappearance at Devil's Rock. I mean, it sounds interesting. Someone printed Castle Ravenloft in a 1 square grid. It's like 5 to 6 feet tall. That doesn't surprise me. That map alone was ridiculous when we played. So confusing too. So confusing. It would have been nice to have it printed, honestly. It would have been less confusing. Maybe. Maybe. I want to go back to video games chat. What's everyone playing right now? I have not been playing the last couple days. I restarted Final Fantasy X, but I've been so, like, I've been reading so much more that I haven't gotten super far yet. I've been reading The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. It's very good. I'm about halfway through it right now. It's essentially dysfunctional D&D party / suicide squad on a holy mission. We have to take a princess somewhere. It's been pretty good. The characters are all really fun. Catch up here. I roughly know what each block was worth. Use that data to plan ahead. This is part of my genius new company, by the way, so nobody's allowed to steal this concept. So it's like, please no steal. OC, please no steal. I sent you the vid, it's crazy. You can't imagine the print time for it. Yeah, for 5 to 6 feet printing. I finally started Clock Tower. Forgot how much time I used to have to walk around in the game. Here says I downloaded Division 2 the other day. It's mainly all I've been playing. Streamer asks what you're playing when she knows the answer. Slides 18 hours. Oh, into Tainted Grail now. What do we think now that we're a little further in? We played that on Wednesday. I'm gonna think about that, actually. See, I'm in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3 with my brother. It's been good, guys. What are you playing? What class have you got? I love Baldur's Gate 3, but I played it right at launch where Act 3 was kind of a mess. I know they've been doing a lot of updates to, like, fix things. So I imagine it's really good right now. When I played, Act 3 was a bit of a mess. But I still love the game. It was still very, very good. Just that bit in particular was rough. Perfectly Tabby, welcome in. You're not boring playing Pally. I'm glad that that's fun. Sound like a good comfort game. How are you today? Scott's stealing it. Back to the patent office. Can hear him running. Let's see, in 8 hours. Oh, into Formula 125, both of which I'm enjoying a lot. Scott used to play the Formula 1 ones before he went to more of the sim ones. I don't know if he got the newest one. Alex says, I also started playing, Halo Wars 2, because I never played it. I feel like I tried one of those, and I don't remember which one. I just kind of bounced off for some reason. I almost got baited in going back into the Division 2. We played the first one, and we liked it to, like, the end game. We didn't try 2 out. One was fun for a bit. So didn't get to play this weekend, but have been playing Vulcan. Heard good things about the Dawn of War remastered thing. I don't think it looks much different, but I like that it has all of the, like, expansions with it. I think that was a very good idea. Fading Grail has a unexpectedly large amount of H.R. Geiger influence. Maybe we play that on Wednesday. I don't know. Thinking. Part of me wants something, just kind of small and fun, but maybe. We'll see how we feel, I guess. BG3 is another game I need to get back to playing. Scott says, I did. I think I made it 2 or 3 races into the season. I just stopped playing. You're also a little just burnt out on racing, so makes sense. Maybe after a break would be more fun. I think I'm playing the new subclass, Arcane Archer. Okay, multi-class with Ranger, Swarmkeeper with Jellyfish. Nice. Okay. Yeah, they did add a whole bunch since I played too. I had played a Sorcerer when I went through. And then I never did the Dark Urge run. Part of me's tempted to go back, but there's just so many games I want to play that I haven't. Division 2 needs endgame that compares to Division 1 endgame. When we played, Division 1 endgame didn't exist, so I don't know what that means. Yeah, it was just bullet sponges. It wasn't anything good. I think they went back and added more stuff, but when I played it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Speaking of jellyfish, I'm living in Malifaux. Oh, 4th-ed starter box. So the Living Beauty and the Beast Living Beauty and the Beast appliances are sea creatures. That's a good way to explain one of the sides. I guess I had missed it with like stream or something. And Scott's like, I'm gonna split this box with a friend. And I'm like, what box are you talking about? It was a weird one. It's a weird one. Tempest Cleric. Last played class on release. Or least played class on release. Man, clerics in like D&D are so much fun too. I wish, I don't know. I wish the more unusual clerics got some more love in thing. It's like the one I played in a campaign was a war domain. That was fun. Tempest. I think the Forge cleric can get kind of ridiculous too. Kind of not just heal bot clerics can be really fun. And the game are completed Division 1. Division 2 is so bullet spongy. Oh, at the end of the game? Okay, so the same thing. Same thing then. I had heard 2 was better, but we just never picked it up because we were annoyed at the end of 1. They put out a lot of 4th ed news they have, which is great, but I haven't kept up with all of it. I'll have to get a Gen Con unless it drops earlier. Oh, I'm sure it'll be there either way, yeah. I'm sure it'll be there. Which one is roguelike dungeon and subway tunnels? Battle Royale mode that doesn't require PvP and raids. I feel like it was just kind of the same thing, but bullet sponge when I played. I turned Shadowheart into a war domain cleric, double cleric OP. Cleric very strong. I liked my character a lot. So I can't believe the rules will be ready for Gen Con. Seems like it's still early beta. Yeah, I don't know. The whole, like, playtesting thing is strange to me. I haven't kept up with it, if I'm honest. Just figure when they're ready, I'll give it a try. Ain't nobody got time to be playtesting things. I can barely play the things that are finished. The other game I want to start here soon, and I'll probably after I finish Final Fantasy, is Metaphor ReFantazio is also on Game Pass now, and I played the demo when that was out, and it was very good. And I just been waiting for a sale, and now I was patient and it's paid off, so I'll play that probably after Final Fantasy. It's just hard to think that far ahead because I'll probably put some good hours into Final Fantasy. It's been nice replaying it. It's very cozy. Vision 2 has raids, but the Dark Zone isn't as good. It's mainly just PvP. Builds are easy to make now, but yeah, stay spongy. Yeah. That's a mechanic in general I don't really care for in games, is harder difficulty just means more health. Feels lazy. Can only do it so much, I think. Alex says, I have to get ready for a War Machine tournament in 2 weeks. Ain't got time to play test your stuff. That'll be fun, though. We feeling good? Gonna be ready in time? I respect Shadowheart into Tempest Cleric with Sorcerer. She just calls lightning. People get cooked every round. Perfect, perfect. That's how you cleric right there. Metaphor legit good though. Yeah, I'm excited to dive in, but I want to make sure I give each game some time here. I don't want to rush through them. just spoiled for games right now. Coming off of Expedition. I didn't like Doom as much, but between Blueprints, Expedition, South of Midnight, just so many good games just back to back here. It's ridiculous. So good. Hey, Albany Bat, welcome in. I've been back in, what's it? Era? Fun game, but it shows its age. I feel like that's an abbreviation I'm missing, but welcome on in. How are you? We are working on some Imperial Fists today. This is part of our large army project, so just trying to get a little bit further today. We're talking Vigi games. It has 5 members of Team USA at the War Machine tournament, so I probably won't win. I'm shooting for middle of the pack. I hope it's fun. In my classic line, I just hope everyone has a good time. I hope that it's fun. And you get to see some cool armies. Tempest Claire is basically god-powered lightning mage. Yeah, Tempest is ridiculous. Alright, sorry, I'm trying to get around all these cables, make sure I got everything. Everything for now, at least. I get a small stretch break and some coffee. Waiting for the Switch 2 on Thursday? What are you gonna play first, Exalted? I have to wait and see who's got stuff after Thursday. One of our local stores, like, we have extra stock if you, like, come to the midnight release, but, like, they start events and stuff at, like, 9 PM. So, like, everyone's just gonna be waiting for, like, 3 hours in hopes of getting one, and not about that life. I'll try after all that. I'm sure it will be. War Machine events are a lot of fun now. All the problem people are long gone. Take lots of pics. Yes. Yes. I'm glad. I'm glad that the, kind of the problem community is now gone. I know that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Us included. So, I hope that that helps as they continue to kind of bring War Machine back. Alright. More metallics. Let's go. Panda, hello. How are you? I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. What you up to today? Welcome in. Might be. Might be. Panda, do you have coffee this morning? It's the important question. Panda, oh, we're panicking. We're panicking. Oh no. How's the day going? Antifreeze, welcome in. How are you? I think we're gonna group together from Mario Kart. Maybe we stay friends after. Who knows? What happens during Mario Kart stays in Mario Kart. That's what we had to say. Can't take anything too seriously if things are said during Mario Kart. That was I mentioned this yesterday. That was the main reason I was trying to get a Switch at release. Is my friend Danny loves Mario Kart, and we used to do like a lot of Mario Kart nights. So that was my main excuse for trying to get one, but I failed. So hopefully here soon I can grab one, and we can do the same. That'll be fun. Exalted, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I do. I got some yesterday. Good job, Panda. I'm also proud of you. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your coffee. Second. What is wrong with my throat today? Ew, badge painted. Who would do this indeed? Who would sub while I'm badge painting their miniatures? Thank you so much, Live Madness. I appreciate it for 62 months of support. How are you today? Let me get a drinky here. Ugh. That's the only reason I want the Switch. I want the Mario Kart. Yes. I mean, I'll take some of the other games later, but I want me some Mario Kart too. What other Switch games are we looking at, chat? I'm trying to think if there's anything else right at launch that I'm really wanting. I think it's mostly Mario Kart for now. And like obviously just being ready for new Pokemon and everything else coming out. Because I think I saw Pokemon is October. I think that got leaked. Avian, hello, how are you? What you up to today? There are other people waiting for slots and you filled them with badge painting. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I've got these and I've got the knights I'm gonna try and get. I don't want to say finish because I got freehand and I don't want to rush freehand, but I want them as close to finish as I can this week. I'm gonna take a little crunch week, I think. Get those finished up. Without rushing. Freehand might take me a little bit. We do need a new Animal Crossing. I'm not even like a huge Animal Crossing person, but I'm ready for another Animal Crossing. I'm ready to just be cozy for a bit. The world needs it, you know? There's too much garbage going on right now. We need an Animal Crossing. Save us. Which is better, Flamer Aggressors or Bolter Aggressors? Chat, help Avian out. So I don't know the answer. I always took Flamer when I did play. Because that was closer to what I needed them to do. Which is part of the answer, unfortunately, is what do you need them to do? Just a game focus on Blather's Safari Adventure? You just bring them a whole bunch of bugs. I love Mario Kart. I've already asserted reality. I'm the younger cousins who thought I would go easy on them. The real world life lesson, that's right. It's good. When we play, Scott just smokes us every time, but it's fun. Scott got the drifting and things figured out a little easier. 'Cause he's a race nerd. Apex. Hitting the apex. Yeah, we're gonna work on some Felgor when I get some of these knights out of here, and I get a little space. I'm working some Felgor. There's good technique at the beginning of 10th ed of aggressor bolter spam, but I could be wrong. Flamer ones can overwatch. There's also mortal wound strat for them on the detachments. There we go. For Avian. Just be him stressed out on the cover like, oh my god, my hand holds out a mom. Hitting the apex, that's right. It's all about the apex and the drift. I get some of it eventually, but no. When we first start, it's all Scott. It's all Scott. What a nerd. He does a few laps on Formula 1 and then he comes to play Mario Kart with us. It's awful. Playing Mario Kart in the rig. Smokes us. Good to go to meeting. Be lurking. Sounds good. We will be here. Hope meeting goes well. You see, Panda, it's the knights that are holding up your Falcor. The knights are gonna get finished way before these boys. I'm just drowning in Imperial Fist at the moment. Just drowning, you know? Just drowning. There's no hope for me with these, so there's hope with the knights. Even says, I spent quite a bit of time sorting partial model builds. Built 2 apothecaries, built the lieutenant, did a kit bash lieutenant, cleaned up my Dark Angel kit bash swordblaker. Oh, you were busy yesterday. I know you said you had a long list of stuff you wanted to build. You were busy. That's awesome. Sounds like feeling inspired for the day. Get stuff built. Okay. Oh, I need to show Exalted something. Exalted, look what I got. Got these boys. They're really tall, apparently. I didn't know that when I ordered them. But, like, even taller than the, like, Kami and stuff. So I got these to build. I've heard they're a annoying build, so I don't know if we'll do them on stream. But I got them, and I also got my archers, because apparently, like, every list ever needs archers. So I got some archers. But then I think I'm good for a bit. I've got this and the Kitsune lady that we still need to paint once I figure out how I want to do her kimono. And then I'm set for a bit, I think. At least play some games before I get anything else. Like those are apparently the origami people are very, very small. Yeah, I definitely prefer those over the origami are still cool. I like the like concept of it, but I'll wait on those. I'll wait. No cap, not yet, Avian. Not yet. I think I need some games to see how what I've got plays, and then maybe. I think I've got them on my throne still, but I will save up for those. Muscle Orc is organizing. Did build my interceptors or whatever, the heavy bolt gun jumpers from Dark Imperium. I bought the now overpriced, easy to build flame aggressors because I wanted 3 new poses. Got the magazine version shipped to me from England because they are gray. The box ones are blue plastic, which is not okay. I mean, it all gets primed. It all gets primed. So I need to try Conquest. My War Machine buddy got me some Necrons to play in 40K with him now. Scott's played, a game, maybe 2, up at the game store. And we're trying to bully Noob into come playing with us. So hopefully here soon we'll get to play. Gotta find a good weekend where we're all free. So I'll probably watch them play. Depending on how fast it is, maybe I'll hop into. I just don't have as much stuff for my army as I do. I try to get back to Conquest, and people stop asking me to touch grass. Tis the season, yeah. We've been trying to go out more too before it gets too hot. Which has been nice, because I will definitely not want to go anywhere here soon. But it's been nice getting out and exploring a bit. That silly grass can wait, right? Meat! Alex in chat is making beef jerky, is what we are talking about in the chat. I'm excited to see how it goes. Making beef jerky sounds dangerous. Sounds really good. I saw the Cataphract models for Trench Crusade. Maybe that'll bring me in. I need to see what those are. I don't know them by name, but I might have seen them. What is everyone working on right now? Avian's working on a ton of Dark Angels. I'm batch painting my whole soul away today. What's everyone else working on? Imagine this is Sadie. I do kind of want a dumpy emote, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of want one. Get her little tail swinging. Well, it'd be Simon, but I kind of want one. Yeah, like that. Thank you for the bits, Wasted Mind. I appreciate it. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Wasted Mind just brings out all the dumpies. They're from the Byzantine Empire army. They're like Roman-style steampunk power armor. Okay. Oh, let's go take a look. I don't think I've seen it. I'm trying to remember because I think I saw... What was the last French Crusade update I saw? I feel like I only ever see rules updates. I don't think I've seen anything new for, like, models. But I will take another look. Automod, you can't do that. It's Pride Month. You can't do that, Automod. Jesus, I'm working being extra gay this month. That's all. Happy Pride, y'all. Happy Pride, Jesse. Welcome in. It's okay. I'm gonna have a stern talking to Automod when I get back. Did not like saying extra gay. You can't do that, Automod. Oh, it's funny. We can't go peak gay. Nope, Automod says no. Automod is that company like July 1st. It's like, all right, Pride Month's over. Can't be proud anymore. It's Automod. I saw that hit Automod and just laughed. It's all good here, Automod. Don't you worry. Trying to protect us, but we're good. We good. One of them is carrying what is very clearly a heavy bolter. Perfect. Perfect. Jazzy, what you up to today? Hope the Monday treating you well. Welcome in. Speaking of Pride, we will be doing fundraising for Pride next week. I want some time to customize my little fundraising page. But next week, we're going to be raising money for the Trevor Project. So if you guys would like to help us reach our goals, do some streaming for Pride, that'll be next week. I am very glad we get to do it this year. I was just out of spoons last year, so we didn't get to do it. We back on it this year. So next week, we'll be doing that. Automod understands the correlation between being gay and doing crime. Love it. Love it. Anyone else doing things for Pride Month? The fundraising, I guess, is kind of my big plan, but that's about it for me. Are you doing a Pride Marine? Probably not. We had like started one last year and I don't know, I wasn't feeling it the way that I thought I would. I wasn't having as much fun as I thought. I think partly because we were out of spoons, but I mean, an Aero Ace Marine would look pretty cool. We got some cool flags. Just saying. Ace and Aromantic both are cool flags, in my opinion. Be a cool Marine. I think I've got enough Marines to paint as part of it. I think I've got plenty of Marines on my plate at the moment. So we'll do our fundraising and have fun that way. I do want to pick some games that are kind of on theme. Hey, Griffey, welcome in. We're doing well. How are you? We are working on some Imperial Fists. Got some Aggressors that, we got a whole squad of them here. How are you? Me and myself. Pride Month is every month for me. Love it. Love it. You donating to Pride Fundraiser? Let's go. Let's go. Gonna help out the Trevor Project. I definitely need our help. Ain't a unicorn dancing on rainbows? I don't think if I have anything Not marine. That would be more. I don't know, I think I'll stick to the fundraising this year. If I think of something fun, I'll save it for next year. Yeah. Need to build my Squig Blood Bowl team soon. Was thinking doing Pride flag colors. Do it. Do it. There's so many pretty, like, flags. So many pretty colors and kind of combos. Let's see, alright. Just working to paint some Stormcast for friend nights. Welcome on in. What color scheme are you rocking for the Stormcast? Maybe take out the Scott has painted the Malifaux unicorns. We do have them here in the house, but Scott has already made them very cute. I mean, ferocious. Well, the unicorns are ferocious. They're already very cute. Alex says, you should. I have some transpride cricks coming around eventually. Talking about flag theory makes the pan flag even better. It's a good flag. It's a good flag. I was struggling because there's like a blue sky post where it's like, post your flags. And there is a flag that's specifically aromantic, asexual. But I like the separate flags better, so I went with that instead. I think the purple and then the green being separate, I think are cooler than the... For some reason, it turns into like blue and orange, which is like fine, but I don't know. I like my separate flags better. So you think about doing an NB inspired color scheme for the old Umbri? That'd be cool. Kind of have the same theme, but different colors. Honor first, welcome in. Sneaker, welcome in. How we doing today? Let's see. Griff Reaper for the Stormcast. A dark cyan with glowing green for the eyes like that. Was a custom deity. Oh, from Pathfinder a while back. That's cool. It's fun when you can mix different things like that. So bringing in either like another game system or a color scheme from something else. I love projects like that. Specifically, MLM flag looks like toothpaste to me. Yeah. There's some where it's like, okay, like that works, but I like the other one better. Gonna leave the silly place early today. That's good. Get out of there. We're working on some Marines. I've got 6 aggressors all lined up here. Talking about pride flags and how they're really fun color schemes. Mostly because I'm just working on metallics and it's not super exciting to talk about. Pride flag's much more fun to talk about. But yeah, that'll be next week. I think I will post the link for the fundraising a little early in the Discord, just in case anyone does have, like, I know a couple people have done employee match in the past. So I'll try to get that up early. I also read MLM as multi-level marketing. Yep, it took me a second. I was trying to remember if, like, I had seen a different flag for that. Because I know some of them have, like, multiple different flags, depending on. The Sneaker says, I should paint my aggressors, but I've been sidetracked with building Angron. I mean, I would also be sidetracked, to be fair. Angron's a cool mini. I think the aggressors are still some of my favorite Primaris Marines, though. I think they're, like, even with this cable nonsense in the back, I just think they look so cool. They're so chunky. There's something about the aggressors that I still really like. I've painted a ton of them, and I still don't mind painting more of them. Something about this mini. They're just cool. Griff says, it's been a fun project. Fairly quick, because all I have to do is a base coat, dry brush metal, and then top coat it with some green wash. That is nice. Projects like that are like Necrons, where you can do it pretty quickly and have an army. So nice. So nice. I have definitely, especially because we're not playing as much Warhammer now, just having Having an easy way to get to the tabletop. It's, I don't know. It's very important. All right, one more. I think the same thing every time I see it. If you just go out and recruit more. Green Rush really pulls the green tone from the cyan out. Yeah, I could see that, for sure. I like clipping off dumb cables. Sometimes these sculptors need, sorry, the sculptors must need ventilation. I like that it makes sense. But after, like, touching up the touch-up of the touch-up, sometimes it's, some days, like, at the end of the day, you're just like, why? Why are these so close? Why is this overlapping? But like, from here, it looks really cool. Cannot read WLW as a Willa. Love it. Love it. Willa. Alright, one more for silver, and then we get to swap colors for a little bit. I'm gonna try and do as much base coating as we can before we go to the dreaded recess wash and edge highlighting. Try and get as much as we can. The sound effect the priests have in Age of Empires. Amazing. Oh no! Blind cow, your boy threw up blood after waking up AM in the ER? What? Blind cow, wait, what? What happened? I, like, read your sentence and then I couldn't understand what I read. Are you okay? I don't wanna pry, but we good? We okay? I'm assuming good. I don't think we start with a sentence like the "Yeah, boy," if we're not good, but oh gosh, threw up blood and at the ER now. Oh my gosh. I hope you're okay. I hope they can get you all sorted here. That's really scary. Hope you're okay. Okay, sorry. I thought it meant you woke up in the ER. Sorry. I think maybe I misread that. Another day in the life, no blood. I'm somehow now more worried for you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hopefully you can get some answers here. Goodness. Hope you're feeling better soon. Glad you're here. We're glad to have you. Sorry, I misread it. That's terrifying. Yeah. I was also scared of Live Menace because you guys have like the same, at least on my screen, you have the same username color. And I'm like, Live Menace was just talking like nothing was happening. And now he's throwing up blood. I was very, very confused for a couple seconds there. You read it that way. Okay. Goodness. I hope, yeah. I hope you're okay. Grief Reaper coming in with the sound effects. I love it. This chat's chaos at the moment. Goodness. Yeah, let us know, Blanco, and find out. Let us know you're okay at least. Gonna keep you in my thoughts today while you're getting all that figured out. That's really scary. Me training's not get interrupted by doctor. That message got you. I mean, yeah, I could imagine being a little distracted with all that going on. Hope they can take care of you. On that dark mode, I think it depends on, because like if I reload, I think some of the colors change it. Like if you don't have a set color for your name, I think it changes when you refresh. But now I'm on dark mode. No ER for me says Alive Madness, and I had to double check the user. Back in March, though, I got a piece of carnitas stuck. They had to do an endoscopy to clear it. What? That's wild. That's a big chunk of carnitas. My goodness. Well, I'm glad they were also able to help you. My goodness. Avian, what the I like the rare WTF from Avian that made me laugh. Let me reset here. Chat just threw me for a loop. Goodness. Ooh. Chat names color also changed between mobile and desktop. Don't do it. So chat, how's your week? We're doing okay here, Blind Cow. We're keeping an eye on you, though. Keeping an eye on you. We're working on some aggressors. If we want to take a look at what we've got here, got some aggressors. Doing some batch painting. Oh, yeah, doing better than you. Like, feel bad making light of it, but it sounds like you're also doing it, so I'll hop in. Currently not puking blood, so doing okay. Doing okay. Oh. Live says, oh, I was allergic to one of my protein shakes, I think. It was causing my esophagus to swell and narrow. It's better now, but it was like a 5,000 piece of carnitas out of pocket after infusing. Youch. Well, I'm glad you... It sucks that the protein shake was causing it. But glad you figured it out. That's wild. Guess I'm busy trolling the local Middle Earth group by threatening to bring smoke to an upcoming GT. The hate they have for that is so funny. It's like, you can't do anything with him, really. He's too big to do anything. I don't think he can hold objectives, right? So, like, why wouldn't you? Like, why would you have a problem with it? It's very weird. Do it. Don't let them yuck your yum. That's right. Also, that group's just weird. Well, I guess it's like hella medical problems I can't diagnose. I slowly morphing into a house patient. Oh gosh, well, that must be really frustrating when they can't diagnose it. I feel like waiting for like answers on things is the worst part. If they can't give you one, that's really tough. Hang in there, blonde cow. We're thinking of you. Not a house patient. I mean, when he walks in, that's when you know. That's when you know. Is he going to tank in Middle Earth though? I believe so. But yeah, I don't think he can like hold objectives and things. And Middle Earth, you need to be able to move around to objectives. So if you can't do that, then like I had a hard enough time with like my dwarves, like just because they're slow. Much less a big ass dragon. It seems like it would be really difficult. I believe Smaug is like playing against a Warlord Titan. We've got 20 wounds. Shooting weapons can multi-wound it. He can die to a single wound from a Morgul Blade. Like auto die, yeah. It's almost not a Warlord Titan, but like a Knight. I think it would be a closer one to where like it's not as scary as you think it is. Right, says my liver keeps kicking the inside of my ribs. It took 6 weeks to get the ultrasound. They confirm there's nothing actually wrong. I just need to lose weight. That's wild. Like that sounds way more way more serious than just lose a little weight. Alex says jerky update. It's looking more and more like jerky. I want to eat it, but it's still raw. The desire was there. Spider is incredibly strong. There's lots of points and can't really hold objectives. Kind of a game to ignore him and take the objectives and beat it that way. Yeah, exactly, Erebray. That would be that's kind of the play. And like I feel like that's really obvious. And then they get upset anyway. I don't know. That group's weird though. I don't There's a reason I haven't gone back up to like another league night with them. That group's weird. They're another kind of like we talked about in here. They're another very clicky group. Just you. Just you. If you're not in the clique, you're not gonna get a game. And they just can't understand why new people don't want to play with them. It's so bizarre. can't understand. Basically, there's just fat around my liver. Interesting. Are you still doing, only because you mentioned it here in chat, right? Are you still doing your walking? I think of you when I hop on the treadmill too. Did that walking. It's no fun. Honestly, breaking the misconception of War Machine locally has been a task too. They've been slowing how cool our locals are, handing out free feet token helps. Yep, that'll do it. Seen so many groups locally that mindset blows me. It's so weird. Yeah, the classic Seymour Simpsons meme. The kids must be out of touch. That's right. That's exactly what it is. It's so weird to me. Especially for like, sorry, I'm just gonna harp on it for a second. Especially with Middle Earth, because it's so narrative. Like, just let me take the thing that's in your game. It's a legal part of the game. And do something cool with it. It doesn't make sense to me. Whatever. Set up an interview process for the Garage Hammer. You, Scott Noob, can be the Shark Tank interview team. The PC gamers vibe from the Flash skin. Oh, I don't think I've seen enough of them. Sorry. Yeah. Autobot didn't want to hear about you ramming things. I was, but the treadmills began making ominous sounds. The rowing machine was jamming my knees into my stomach and thus my liver. So I gotta start walking around the block. I had to get the like lubricant for the treadmill, like the actual tread. So I don't know if that's what you need, but I had to get that figured out one day. I know it starts to make a sound on me when I need to do it. I will throw that out there in case you hadn't tried it. Especially as we get to summer here. Walking around the block is not always fun. So someone should make a documentary Defcon about different gamer groups. I don't know. I'll never understand it. I hate that I, like, avoid some games because, like, I know those are the type of people playing it too. Like Malifaux. If I ever want to go play Malifaux at the store, it's some of those goobers. I don't want to play with those goobers because they're not fun. Oh, it's a really old treadmill. One of the rollers is broken before. Gotcha. That stinks. I'm sorry that it's not an option at the moment. I love mine because I get to hide in the AC and read my book. I love my treadmill. I tried the Japanese. Oh, the interval walking. I saw a TikTok about that, where you go like really fast for 3 minutes and then really slow for 3 minutes. And it actually ends up like it burns more calories that way with the interval. And I think you do it for half an hour, 30 minutes. You can do the same with sprint. I've heard it for sprints, yeah. Because I've seen the I think it's the people that run marathons where you like do the really small, tiny walk and do different intervals. And it looks really silly while you're doing it, but it actually trains like endurance and things. And then sprint for 30 for 130, yeah. I think the idea is to take smart energy to get your heart rate up, and then to keep it up. That makes sense. Yeah, you'll have to let us know what you think, right? I did see something on that the other day. You'll have to let us know what you think. I think it's for me. Be really fast for 10 seconds, then 5 minutes of crawling. Gotta build up to it a little bit. It's true. I do think one of the coolest things, like, when I started to get a little bit more serious about working out every day, is, like, watching your stamina get better. Being able to do it for longer or just not being as out of breath when you're finished up your little session. Feels real good when you notice stuff like that. Obviously, adding on weight's always a good feeling. And sprint until you can't, then walk until you can, sprint again, gets your heart going, yeah. I think, kinda similar to Riot, I have it's not an old treadmill, but, like, it's a cheap one. It's a smaller one to get me started. Whenever I try to, like, sprint on that thing, it just sounds like it's gonna fall apart. So I don't do a lot of sprint training, but just because it's a cheaper one. If I went to the and I keep thinking about, if I go back to the gym, then I'd probably do more of that. I think I'm getting to the point where I'd like to max out some weights, and I can't do that here safely, so thinking about it. Just more money. Weight loss comes from more consistency of heart rate rather than anything else. Being able to take the stairs without being strained is nice. Yeah, it's those little things you notice. What was I about to paint? Shit. What was I? Well, I'll find it later. Feel like I got ready for a spot and then forgot what I was doing. I'll find it later. It's been an eye opener for me. I was swimming the other day and I was like, I'm not exhausted doing this anymore. Yes, like it's such a difference on your first. Such a difference. Look at resistance weights. That's not something I know much about. Panda, thank you so much for honking at me. I appreciate it. Welcome back for meeting. We're still badge painting. I'm talking about working out. Still badge painting. I'm heavier today, than I've ever been at 201. I need to get out and actually take care of myself. You've also had a fair amount of stuff going on, which can hurt. I know part of that was it for me as well. We've got the health, I'm gonna plug the Discord. We do have the Healthy Nerds channel. I know some of us, like, I don't report in a lot because I'm doing, like, the same thing every day, but if anyone has any questions or if you like to, I like to do it for, like, an accountability post, like, I did the thing. Sometimes that helps. Sharing recipes, any of that. We got the thread. Feel free to use it for whatever you need to use it for. I just tend not to unless I've got, like, a bigger update, but or if I try something yummy. Aggressors are the reason everyone else has to carry extra pouches. They can't get their own snacks with those big ol' hands. That's true. That's true. You're gonna just start putting the snacks in their hands here soon. You're gonna run out of poses and have to put snacks on. Having accountability buddy is nice, yeah. I think, even if not posting all the time, it's nice to be like, "Hey, I'm still doing the thing." Oop. Anyone else doing the thing today? Yeah, feel free to use it. Yell at me if I don't bike on Wednesday or go to the gym. I will yell at you. Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. We can be workout buddies on Wednesdays. I'm hovering above 200 pounds now, which feels insane saying it. That's great. That's great. You've been crushing. I know Ravenlord's been crushing it with classes. I need to get back on it. I was doing really well, and then I wasn't feeling great last week, so I took some time off, but back at it this week. Snack servitors and snack cherubs? I will paint them. Put them in a case, Lab Madness. Scott says, I said I would bring Smaug if I was available and if I could get him built. Otherwise, I wouldn't sign up. They're list teching against this less than 5% chance. You should just threaten it. Never actually show up to events. Just say what you will take. but never actually go. Then they're all there with their anti-Smaug list, and there's no Smaug. That's what I would do. But I'm petty, so that's what I would do. Go to the gym today, Avian? She posting healthy nerds. Come after you. Come after you. I'm gonna check in. This is a threat. Down from about 270 February last year. That's a lot of very hard work. Well done, Honor First. We love being petty. We do. We do. And he says, I was going to do the inaugural bike ride to work tomorrow, but the boss said I could work from home tomorrow. So Wednesday it is. Let's do it. Let's get it, Avian. Oops, get up here. It's funny, but also depressing how anti-fun they are. Yeah, this behavior is what drives people like, yeah. That's why I don't want to go up there. Panda says, remember time I got my ears pierced in Vegas? That was fun. I do remember. How are they healing up, Panda? Everything good? Feel like that spot is an easier heal, but hopefully everything healing up okay. It's been so long since I've gotten my ears pierced that I don't remember how long it took. I'm being petty my mother-in-law. Calling her bullshit without naming her, but being oddly specific. I feel that. Coming soon, the Nikki Cole's Reminder app. Exercise, paint your minis, eat your vegetables, Scott. Avian's like, why is she yelling at Scott in my app? He's bringing a single model. Better tailor my list against the single person I probably won't play against. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I ran for gym so I can shower. Oh, before work. Gym plus bike should help. Yeah, that's a good plan. I think you're playing Dredge. Someone might bring Graveyard Hate, and then you're fucked. Maybe you won't hit him. Yeah, it's the grand strategy. I felt the pain as the needle was going in. Haven't felt anything since. I remember because I did it when I was like little, and like the actual, it was like the gun too. It wasn't like a piercer, which I think it should all be done with an actual piercer. But I remember that didn't hurt. It was like the whatever they swabbed it with after is when I actually like started to cry when I was little. Yeah. I remember that being way more painful than the actual the awful gun thing. I agree, Jacoya. Welcome in. How are you today? I think I ended up on, so I'm not a piercing galley, I'm a tattoo galley. But like the piercers that are doing like for little girls like first piercing on the ears, and they're just like talking to them and distracting them, and like their ears are pierced before they even realize it. Like the stupid gun is just so traumatic. Like no. Don't do that. Don't do that. This man is like, we're not going to Claire's, we're going to an actual, yes. Definitely recommend that. Absolutely. The like gun thing is awful. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go to a piercer. You headed out earbray, have a good one. I got my ears pierced by some 16-year-old at the mall, and they really screwed up my ears. Yeah, like, ugh. I can imagine how often that happens. But welcome on in. How are ya? Go to the pros. Are there nasty monsters in Dredge? I actually need to go back to Dredge. I become a coward when the sun goes down. I hit the port ASAP. Trying to decide when I want to like restart it and like what I want to do is find a weekend when we're not like doing anything and just binge it all in like a sitting or two. Because we had started on stream and then like I tried to pick it back up and I forgot what I was doing and where I was supposed to be going and I had a hard time getting back into it. So I need to do like a full restart. So do piercings or tattoos. That's fine. Just fair. I want more tattoos. I'm ready to go back. Trying to get my preliminary planning for my chest piece. I want to go back. Trying to save some money before I get any more, but sounds like how the Wait, the blood drawers? Oh, drawers. I see. Like I'm like a drawer. I'm gonna type phlebotomist. When I don't look at the needle, they just small talk to me. Yeah, pretty much. Snuggle Stream, thank you for that raid. Welcome on in. We are working on some Warhammer. We're talking about piercings and tattoos as you come in. Welcome, welcome. But we're painting some Warhammer. We've got a unit of 6 that we are trying to get all together today. What were you guys up to today? Well, let me scroll back up here. What are you playing? Baldur's Gate 3, heck yes. What character have we made? Welcome on in, Snuggle Cake, hello. Nemar, hello. How we doing? Frost TV, hello. How we all doing? Piercings, we are. Scorched Panda in chat just got ears pierced, so we were kind of, and obviously, I gotta talk about tattoos. Welcome on in, everyone. How was Baldur's Gate 3? It's Yennefer's birthday day of tattoos. Don't trust myself to look after it. Honestly, just lotion every day and sunscreen when you go out. That's all it is. That's all it is. I got frustrated trying to search Google for what you need. So I asked ChatGPT and I have the perfect answer now. I feel dirty, yeah. I'm serious, Sly. If you ever have questions, let me know. Finally got a new phone, Frost. That's awesome. Congrats. Oh, you got new earrings arriving today, Cake. What did you get? What did you get? Snuggle says, decided to try. Oh, a bard. This is my 3rd save. I'm not past Act 1 yet, but I'm having a great time. Chat killed me. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's awesome. I played a sorcerer way back when I played, and I enjoyed it. What, is the goal to, like, find a class you really like and then continue through? Or is it, when chat kills you, it's just time for another character? Is it like D&D where if it's gone, it's gone? Janice is looking on Etsy for different jewelry. Found some fun Mothman ones I want. Let's do it. That's it. You can only play chat for 1 death. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do we have some death infighting in the chat? But yeah, welcome in. For anyone new to stream, hi, I'm Nikki. We paint a lot of miniatures here. So yesterday we were working on some Elden Ring. Let me grab what I got here. So we were working on the Tree Sentinel yesterday. We need to do the basing, but he is mostly done. And then we were also working on Iron Fist Alexander. So as soon as I figure out how I want to do the basing and add some grass and stuff on there, we will get them finished. We started, and this one's giant, so I want to show them off. This is Margit, which is the first, like, main boss. Look how big he is. He is massive, but every reference photo I found had, like, different colors for these cloths, so I've got to find a good reference to continue him, because it was really hard to find yesterday for some reason. I guess with just, like, lighting changes and stuff, he just looked very different in every single photo I pulled up. It was very weird. But yeah, that's some of what we've been working on in here. Thank you. I use acrylic paints, so a lot of them are really intended, like, for miniatures, Dracoya. So these, I use, like, Vallejo, I use Citadel. I've got some Reaper here somewhere. There it is. But yeah, I use acrylics. It gives me a pretty quick working time, so you can keep working around the miniature. Does Steamboard get back to you with art? I need to post them yet, Evian. Is there an Art of Elden Ring book? Probably. I would be surprised if there's not. There probably is. Sorry, going back up. Cake says, finally getting replacements for my cartilage piercing. Getting something more comfortable. Oh, for a side sleeper than the hoop. And it says, the ones I got from the place are expensive, but it's because they're gold and onyx. I think also with, like, it healing, you're supposed to get, like, specific ones too, right? Gotta paint my Alexander? Yes. Yes. Oh, there's an Elden Ring art book. It is. It's pretty fat. I would imagine any of those Souls games would have a ridiculously huge art book. I feel like I've seen it for Souls, but not for Elden Ring. But yeah, I'm sure it's wild to look through. I always love seeing when they put, like, the concept art and stuff. Have I used Chimera paints? It's been a bit, but I have the like the pure pigment set, and I like it. I don't tend to mix as much for army projects, so I tend to save those for more, like, display stuff. But they are nice to work with. I just don't use them quite as much for army stuff. But yeah, welcome in everyone who came over with that raid. Thank you again for the raid. If you guys are not following Snuggles, if you want to, I guess, see what character is up next after this character death, go give a follow, go check out the stream. Thank you for the raid. See what Snuggles has got next. And this is not a clue. He did mention I should try to downsize as the swelling goes down. If that's the case, why charge me so much for Jeweler? I'm only supposed to work for 2 weeks. I think it's the healing. I think you want something that heals nicely as part of it. And like some of the, sorry. Sadie wants you all to know there's a truck out front. I think it's some materials heal nicer than others. As your body needs it there to recover. Let me catch up here. Death and Baldur's Gate, trying to keep Red Dead horses alive. It has it all. It's just death if you want. It's just death if you want more death. Head over that way. I'm gonna pick up the little one from school. Enjoy time with the little one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Get 'em. I think they're delivering my books. So Sadie, don't go too hard. I think I want my books, please. Please deliver my books, even though my beast is attacking. Wait, what, Panda? I missed something. I also said your friends don't know shit. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. Which is fair for a dude that does it for a living. I mean, kind of. Unless you've had friends that have a lot of piercings. You know? Like, obviously, I don't tattoo, but, like, I know a lot about taking care of a tattoo. Because I've had to do that. So kinda, sorta, I guess. Depends. Seems a little extreme. Seems a little extreme. She has to protect the house. The fluffy, scary baby. That's right. I'll see you later. I am getting, I've been reading the manga Monster, which I'm obsessed with. So I'm getting 3 and 5 delivered because I apparently picked up 1, 2, and 4 when I picked it up initially. I didn't have 3. And then I also got a book called, I think it's The Library at Mount Char, which is like a contemporary fantasy horror. I'm trying to not read a lot about the synopsis, but it was recommended like everywhere for like the other books I like to read. So trying to go in as blind as I can, but it seemed pretty interesting, so I grabbed it. I'll read that. I mean, one day I'll get a piercing or a tattoo. If you have any questions, Jesse, happy to help. Oh, well, it's the tattoo part. I can't help with the piercing part. Well, I'm happy to help. Let me know. But yeah, I've been reading a lot more books here lately. It's been nice. Whenever I catch myself like doom scrolling, I force myself off the computer and I go read. It's been very helpful. Been very, very helpful. Wander off and go read instead. Oh. Uh-oh, my blood work results got back before the doctor. I'm pretty low in some things. Uh-oh. That's a good practice. Thank you, Cake. It's been helping me quite a bit. What have you been reading, Cake? You got anything good there? Book friend? Oh, I should have told Snuggle. I got that Fable app, and it is really cool. But I need to see if I can find her over there. All these, like, reading trackers that popped up when everyone was trying to get off Goodreads. I gotta move all my stuff. Let's see, you've read a few books lately? Right now I'm reading The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, and I'm loving it. It's like a grimdark fantasy, essentially like dysfunctional D&D party on a holy quest. It's the best way I can summarize it quickly. It's been pretty fun. Alex says, I've been doing the same thing with writing. I have a couple of projects I have to get done for Gen Con. Other folks will be running it in the tabletop room. It's been a good distraction. I was using Storygraph. I feel like I wasn't getting super great, like, recommendations, though. Like, it was a whole bunch of stuff that I had never heard of. And then I'd, like, drill down into some of the books, and it didn't really sound like something I'd like. So, like, it was fine for tracking, but I don't think I was getting very good recommendations from it. So I was gonna try out Fable. Fable's got some cute stuff. I finished The Binding, and honestly, I hated it. Uh-oh. The author likes to write whiny characters, I think, and it's not for me. That's fair. That's fair. It's tough when, like, something's just not for you. It's just kinda like, maybe it's well done, but eh. Dysfunctional D&D party. Use too many words. The first words are done. Yeah, but, like, it's really, like, to an extreme. To an extreme. But it's been fun. Liked it. It's my first Joe Abercrombie to read, and I definitely am gonna pick up more from him. So it's been fun. I like the way he writes. Thrift Book seems to have decent suggestions. You've been using Fable too? I'll have to find you on their cake. If you want to be book friends. No pressures. But if you'd like to be book friends, I can find you. I think I'm just Nikki Coles on there, so. If you'd like to, I'm there. No pressure though. I don't know. I've been trying to talk on Blue Sky more about books, and I don't think I found my other book friends just yet, but that's okay. It's tough when all of my content is, whoa, Sadie. All my content's miniatures. I'm like, what about books though? The algorithm doesn't like when you do that. Doesn't like when you do that. Let us know what app works. I'm always down for more horror books. I've been liking Fable, Alex. It's got some really cute little features. Like you can post. It's essentially like a social media feed for books. So like you can post reviews. You can post like a post with like a photo. It's kind of like a Twitter or Blue Sky for books, honestly. But then it has all of the stats and stuff too. I'm enjoying it. The other cool part, sorry, that I'd like to do at some point, but I don't think we have enough people here interested. You can set up like book clubs, and you can set up in a way that you can like talk per chapter. So you can like, I'm on chapter 1, you can go into that and you guys can discuss chapter 1, but you can like set up private book clubs and stuff too, which is really cool. So it's set up for a very social. Sly says, I just have something more complex that delivered, plus created an example sheet. Probably took more energy than booting up Flight Sim 2024. Oh, you're getting into it there, Sly. Getting into it. Book friends, yeah. Huge book person. If you guys want to find me on Fable, it's the same username. I'm pretty new to the app, so if you can't find me, let me know. But I think you can just search by my name. I'll be book friends with you. Oh, the construction crew's back. I see. I was gonna say, how many books are getting delivered? She's ready to rumble. Can sign up for Fable now. DM, perfect. Perfect. I finished Anxious People, which is fantastic. Recommend to literally everyone ever. Okay, I throw it on the list. I throw on list. All right, let's do some gold while we talk books. And I just finished, the Spell Shop, which was really soft and cozy. I've seen people talking about that one. I think all the cozy stuff I would probably save for fall. I feel like that's when I'm always in the mood for that kind of stuff, but I will throw that on. It was really funny, Kate. I know we talked a little bit about, I had been reading, is it Prayer for the Crown Shy? Or Psalm for the Wild Built. I read through those, and then Scott picked up the same author, like her other series, and is loving that. So I think I'm gonna hop over to those at some point too when Scott finishes them up. Becky Chambers. Yeah, it was what's the name of the first one? Like A Long Way to an Angry Planet, something like that. Yeah, he's loving those. So now they're on my list. It was just funny after we were talking about it. That's what he picked up when we went to Barnes & Noble. Fall is cozy season. Yeah, I feel like those kinds of books. Just get that blanket, get the tea, and enjoy. It's fine. Automod's getting all of you today. Let's see, Panda, go back to Warhammer. Messing with the list I posted yesterday in Discord. Got it to 2K, so that's nice. Only need to paint like 2 models. That's even better, Panda. Well done. What else do you need to paint? What would be left? My short story book club's been doing Sherlock Holmes recently, and that's been good. I think I'd enjoy that as a, like a book club. That seems like a really good one for book club. I used to be such a Sherlock Holmes nerd. I read everything to a certain point. How are you liking it? Yeah, what do we think so far? How many have you done? I feel like I tried to read it when I was still having trouble, like, getting back into reading, so I probably need to give it another shot. That was a long time ago. I figured out a lot of it for me, like, when I had tried before, is its lighting, but now I've got a better light back here with my little reading nook I built. That's helped me quite a bit. If I don't have, like, really good lighting, my eyes get tired so quickly. Added my current degenerate reading list, there you go. That was the only thing, it's like, if I move to Fable, like, I've just got so much of my stuff already, like, categorized, I gotta move it all. So I started to, I don't know that I'll do all of it, but just little bit by little bit, I'll move some of it over. I have to limit myself to Kindle Unlimited, or I'd spend too much money on books, that's definitely a concern. I've been, the library. I've got a few holds that I'm waiting on. Local libraries need our support. Go check out the library. One second. Okay. I didn't help. Panda's gonna paint Titus and a drop pod for the 2K list. That's awesome. I saw you got him built, but you weren't feeling the painting, which, fair. Fair. Do you have one of the old drop pods, Panda, or you have to get the new kit? Followed on Fable? Sweet. Okay, so that does work. My library is definitely a friend as we're getting back into reading. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've got, I think, 3 books I'm waiting on. I am waiting on, I think it's The Tainted Cup. Dungeon Crawler Carl I want to try. See if I like that. I have a feeling it could... everyone seems to like it, but I feel like it could be a little too campy for me. And then The Night and the Moth, which everyone is waiting on, so that'll be a while. I saw it's in the reader and read slowly. It's good that it doesn't take too long to read a short story. We did Agatha Christie for a few, jumped to Holmes for a few. They're good to read, that's for good. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I do think that, like, the shorter format's really good for a book club, too. Just because sometimes life's just too busy to get through a whole book. Unless you are someone who's kind of in the habit of reading. It can be tough. Even if you are, sometimes it can be tough. Panda's got an old drop pod. It's built, just needs priming and painting. Always, Matt Scythe, how are you? Welcome in. We've got Aggressors on the table. We're talking books. How are you? Let's meet weekly, so it's more or less like reading a chapter a week. Yeah, I think the other ones I've seen, like for a full book, I think it's usually monthly. So it's nice that you can meet up more often too. But I guess you still could do weekly and do like through this chapter kind of deal. Took me several minutes to remember how to find people, but I followed you. Thank you, Cake. I'll follow back here after stream. Yeah, I feel like when I was like trying to put my books in and things, I kept getting a little, like I kept ending up on the screen I didn't intend to be on, so hopefully I can also get it figured out. There are definitely times where I'm like, okay, I need to put this like on a list, and I'm like, how did I end up here? But I mean, if we're all using it more, maybe I'll just get more comfy with it. Okay, chat. I think it's time for recess washes. And I don't want to do it, but we're gonna do it. We gotta get this done. Let's get our wash. Dive in. Good, good. Maybe post a finished picture. Ooh, of the Death Shroud. Do it. Do it. We'd love to see him, Mad Side. It's a cool kit, the Death Shroud. You still enjoying working on the Death Guard? A chapter a week, how do you restrain? Yeah, I couldn't do it. Oh, I couldn't do it. But I also read very quickly. More jerky time sounds good. The jerky updates. Oh, this isn't right. Hold on. I want the old shade. Give us a good shake. Oh, Scott and I started sorry, we're going from books to anime. We started watching Apothecary Diaries last night. It was very good. We watched the first 2 episodes. It's very good. So we'll keep cruising through that probably together. That was most of my night, was reading my book, and then we watched that. And... Yeah, we like it, right? I started it myself because I was like, Scott was playing D&D, and I was like, oh, I just want to watch something. So I threw it on. I'm like, okay, I can't watch anymore because Scott's gonna like this too. So I waited for him to to finish D&D, and then we rewatched the first one and we watched the second one. So we'll keep watching that one. It's good. I don't think I realized how many episodes it has at the moment. It's a lot for us to catch up on here. The coolest. I am having some tooth related. Oh, headache stopped me though. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds frustrating. Painful. Glad you're enjoying the Death Guard though. They've got just such fun minis. Everything since their like update has been so much fun to work on. Every time I get to work on a Death Guard like character, like it's a good time. Has been a bit since I've been able to, but they are fun. It went by real fast for me. I think it will too once we get into the groove. I think I just needed a break from watching anything when I caught up on One Piece. One Piece just took so much of my time that now it's like, okay, I can finally like watch something else for a bit. The jerky is jerky, and let's go. Should be done in like 3 hours. Yum. I've seen that you mentioned you're using a dehydrator for it. I think I've seen those used for like dehydrating fruit. I don't think I realized you could do them for jerky. I've watched it twice with 2 different groups, and each time I just zoomed by. I did when I rewatched the first episode with Scott. It did seem really fast, honestly. Like not in a bad way, but it was pretty quick. It was just like, here's the setup. You're good now. If it turns out good, I'll remember to make some when I send you. Ah, the extra models. Models and jerky. Models and jerky. Game style, welcome in. I chose AdMech as my first army. I have a ton of gray plastic models put together right now. Painting them is a pain. I'm sorry to hear that. What are we not liking about the painting? My That's not good. The construction truck set something down. My dog's not happy. Goodness. Must protect this house. So many tubes. I know my husband used to have AdMech, and whenever he got to like having to do the metallics, he was just like, nope, I don't like this. I don't want to do this anymore. Which there's a lot of metallics. There's a lot of metallics. So if that's not something you enjoy, it's gonna be a rough one. They've got some cool stuff though. AdMech's got some cool minis. How much, because you said it was first army, how much have we done so far? Wasted Mind says, I made a mistake. I had the Chobani hazelnut creamer because it was an actual dairy creamer. It's too sweet. I like the flavor. I want to buy dairy hazelnut half and half without a bunch of added sugar. I do a hazelnut syrup, which is sugar-free. Waste of mine. I don't know if you've seen the Tarani syrups. I do a hazelnut syrup and then just whatever, like I just do milk. But that might be worth looking at if you want some more, I want to be able to adjust it more. That's what I'm trying to say. I can link it in the Discord if you'd like. They've got a fair amount of sugar-free flavors. Ikea's not around for the telemarketing era of endless dehydrators and compressed gas blenders. I wonder if they're related. What's a good way to strip paint off of a mini? Yeah, so there's a lot of different things you can soak it in. We actually like to use one that we can just get at like Dollar Tree. It's called LA's Totally Awesome, which is the silliest name. But I think it's technically like a degreaser. And you can actually just let the mini sit in that and it'll start to eat the paint off of it. There's also, I think it's Purple Power is a similar one. If you're in the UK, I think it's BioStrip is supposed to be really good, but we're here in the States, so it's really hard to get. But yeah, there's, Los Angeles, Louisiana. Good question. But yeah, there's different things that you can soak them in and it'll pull it off. You can also do a little bit of like alcohol on it, but you don't want the mini to sit in that because it will start to like eat your plastic. But if you need to do like a quick brush, if you've got like a tough spot, that can also take it off. So I would look up things like that, Perfectly Tabby, and see what's available in your area. Am I getting old because I never hear her? Slam has told me that like my mic actually cuts her off. Like so my gate on my mic actually cuts her off. She's really loud to me, but I don't think you guys hear her as much. I think my microphone actually has a pretty good cutoff for her. I was a fluff metallic. Sure glad I'm doing nights. See, I am someone who likes doing metallics, so it's not as annoying to me. But if you don't like doing metallics, then it's a lot of metallics. It's a lot. Seen people use, yeah, the ultrasonic. You can do those too. I've used those for the bits that like we haven't been able to soak off. Those work pretty well. But yeah, those would be the types of things you'd be looking at. I'm in Phoenix. So yeah, I would think you could get the, yeah, it's just LA is Totally Awesome if you want to look it up. It's the silliest name for a cleaner, but it works really well for it. And then when we're doing it, we have like an old plastic tub that we just put it in and let it soak for a bit. There's a guy in my local GW who's painted up their 30K AdMech army with a shiny eggshell color. It's very mint. Kate is great. We don't hear her barely at all. Good. I'm glad. She's cute, but she loud. It's like piercing is the hard part with Sadie. Her bark just like gets in your brain. But I'm glad you guys don't get too much of her. I probably 3K points in models, almost 3 years collecting and assembling. She's Lupercal green, so a lot of silver and bronze. Paint scheme makes them look royal, but tedious, yeah. It is, that's a very pretty green. But I could see that being tedious, yeah. It's tough with armies because you're like, is it worth the tedious for as many things as you have to paint? I use an ultrasonic and simple green, but I have an older bottle of simple green. They have changed it used to be just a higher concentration and it would work better. Once they changed, we stopped using it. But if you've got the like the concentrate, it works pretty well. I found doing a simple green Totally Awesome soak, then a bath in the sonic cleaner for 15 minutes or so. It gets off a lot of it. I'll get the basic Ellie's Totally Awesome. It's a super concentrated cleaner. Don't get the vinegar or bleach. Jesse says, when my uncle passed away a few years ago, we found like 3 bottles of Ellie's Totally Awesome in his house. He says stuff on everything, it turns out. It's like Windex. Put it on everything. All right, let's get the gold. And we'll move on to our next one. It's a shame the company made Blitzer 100. I don't know Blitzer, sorry. I'm assuming that's a similar. Do not, that's right. If you're gonna get the Sonic Cleaner, do not put flammable liquids in there. Bad times. Bad times. Thank you for the reminder. This is legal Mod Scott coming to our rescue. Oh, yeah. Because, yep, there she goes. Okay, sorry. Sounds like my books are here. No acetone in the Sonic Cleaner. That would be bad times. Bad times. Stick to the LA's Awesome or the Simple Green. Bad times. I think when you get a Sonic Cleaner, it'll say that, like in the instructions. But just in case. But yeah, if you have any other questions, let us know. But those are the kind of the main ones I see people use. I think the other thing I'd recommend is like if you're going to be soaking minis to pick up like or use an old toothbrush to help scrub some of it out. Works pretty well. Also, they're good to have for like if you're doing resin miniatures because sometimes those need the soak too. Sometimes, for the most part, soapy water will take care of for resin, but sometimes if you've got a lot of Forge World especially, if you've got a lot of the mold release agent, sometimes letting them have a soak in the cleaner can also help. So good things to have on hand, but just depends on how much you're buying those minis for how much you would need it. Yeah, of course. If you run into anything else, let us know. For a while, like if we had a bigger project that we were like stripping things for, or if we're working on like commissions, we would just have like a plastic tub dedicated for leaving the stuff in there too. So if you've got a bigger project, I'll throw that into the suggestions too. Just a tub you can keep it in and not worry about getting it into anything else you don't want it in. Anyone else have any suggestions for stripping minis? Anything I've forgotten? I think between that and chat we got the basics. Anyone else have hobby questions? Might be a good time for just hobby questions. Anyone working on anything and have a question for hobby stuff? It's gonna get gross. Well, yes, gloves also. Good shout, thank you. You want some gloves? It will dry the crud out of your hands if you don't. I enjoy that Fable has a how spicy was this book. Like, yes, Fable, it's all about the pepper section up in here. Helps me out too as someone who doesn't like it. When you have to do the, is this fantasy or is it romantasy? Helps me out. I enjoy that they separate them. Yeah, that's good. It's very helpful for both sides of things. Whether you want it or not, it helps. We were talking yesterday about smut in books, and we said that I would cut out all of my smut from the books and send it to Butts. I'm gonna double it and give it to the next person. Fantasy, romantasy, or just smut. Yeah. How many peppers? Yep, I'm with you, Cake. Some of the readers lie. It's not okay. Not okay. I don't mind a little bit. A little bit's fine. Story smut is fine. Smut for the sake of smut. I'm not about it. If we're showing, like, character growth, relationship growth, that's fine. That's whatever. But I don't want it to be the main thing. Flamers and not bolters on the Imperial Fist aggressors. I think we did another group of them before, and I don't remember what weapon they had. We may have done them before, Mansley. This is I know our second group of aggressors. I definitely wear gloves. I have 2 resin printers, and I have a good stock of stuff for it, but they collect dust, and I haven't used them for like 2 years. Another meeting. Sounds good, Panda. We'll be here. I'll never yuck someone's yam with kind of book or enjoyment. Someone who consumes and writes a fair amount of horror and little dark romance. I am glad that it's a thing. It is not my jam. If it gets more people reading, though, that's a good thing. Good thing. I just want to avoid it. And I'm glad there's ways we can do that. And the group is flamers too. Okay, I have 12 bolter ones, but they're waiting. I couldn't remember. Always more waiting. I thought about opening a bookstore specifically catered to romance and horror. It would probably do well. I keep looking. I want to go to like more indie bookstores. We went to one kind of near us that it was really fun because they had a cool mix of like new releases, some older stuff, and then like the classics. So it was kind of cool to see how they like curated it and what they like wanted to have in their store. I thought that was kind of fun. And then they had like some local businesses for like bookmarks and like little stuff. So it was just really cute to go in there and see what they had. If we're gonna stay in this town, I'd look into it. I'm present. Do it in Chicago. I feel like it would do well. Get on get those TikToks rolling. That's where I see a lot of the indie bookstores. I follow some that are nowhere near us, but they're fun, so I'll support them. Got fun TikToks and stuff. I just like to see. That sounds cute. It would probably do well. Yeah, I think I've seen some. There's one that's like at least an hour away that has like a little bar in it too. So they've got like cocktails that are like designed to go with some of the books. I think that one is mostly romance, but it's kind of curated to that, which is really fun. If I was ever in the area, I'd probably still check it out, even if it's not my thing. It's just very cute to see. I might be the only Imperial Fist player who has 12 Outriders and 5 ATVs in the world, though. Hashtag yellow scars. I'm excited that I get to paint them, so it all works out. Between that and the ones that you get Bash Live Madness, it's fun. I can get a storefront here for 400 a month. Could also own some indie RPG stuff if like, you're still in the, like, yeah. If it's still, like, on the theme, I think it would go well. You're still reading horror at that point. There's one semi near me, and the owner has cute decor with little dragon skulls and several plants. A little fantasy, a little Halloween. I love that. Yes, I love that. That's so cool. We've been trying to do more like adventure days and like checking out indie little shops. Those like The restaurants and cafe that we drive past every day and we just don't bother to stop, we're finally, like, stopping. We've been taking Saturdays to go do stuff like that, and it's been really fun. But, like, little shops like that are exactly what we're trying to find and go shop at. Trying to avoid the, like, big box stores and stuff. Shop local. I would theme mine off, ooh, a spooky dark forest. Yes, yes. I would shop there for sure. It says, as long as my huge pile of AdMech, I've also begun stockpiling 30K models for eventual, 40K Iron Warriors, Chaos Space Marine Army, Iron Within. They are also getting some cool stuff. Are you gonna pick up some of the, I know Saturn 9, they're showing a lot of the Iron Warrior stuff. Would you pick up any of that for it? That sounds really fun. I think about that all the time. Be driving thinking, yeah, I should check this place out, but I never do. That's exactly what we've been trying to do. So now we make it a point of like, okay, Saturday, we're gonna pick one of them and go. Either go pick up food or just go check it out. Just see what it is. And just shop local here. It's been really fun. I need a good name that grabs people. Hey, yo, we got books. Spicy, scary reading. I mean, if it's like forest themed, you could play off that. Oops. I don't know what the name would be, but you could play off the like foresty theme. You could make, I mean, if you go real hard on like the TikTok edge, do something a little more, I don't want to say memey, but something recognizable there. Saturn is the new hotness, it's true. My fiance does Poshmark on the side. Now I'm super interested in thrifting for resale. Debating Saturn armor or the Cataphracti armor. Both cool. I miss the small old record music stores. Some of them weren't exactly small. The workers there are usually passionate about music, and they're great for finding good things. I miss the old Tower Records, downtown Seattle too. That place was huge. Which one did I... My grandparents were in Chicago, and there was one of those big music stores there, and I can't remember which one it was. But it was really cool to walk through. God, it was so long. I don't remember. So long ago. There are lots. I don't remember now. I was a little Mickey. But it was, I just remember walking in and being like, holy cow, this is huge. Good job. You and Scott could do that. Shop around a thrift store, look for magic cards, sterling silver, and get easily at a profit. Could. I mean, I'm still selling my Warhammer crap I've got now. Before I think about flipping other people's stuff. I'm still selling my crud now. I do love the TikToks of people that go like thrift book shopping. Like they go to the Goodwill store and there's like books there. Kind of fun to see what people find. All right, I think we're gonna do the recess wash on this one, then we're gonna start some edge highlighting. We have 2 more I need to do the wash on, but I need a break from it. I need to do something else for a little bit. So we'll swap, and then I will swap back. Probably tomorrow I'll work on these guys tomorrow. My partner's already a bookseller out of our house. Maybe this has more legs than I thought. Yeah. I had heard about, is it Pango for books? Where it's like essentially, I don't want to say eBay for books, but you're buying from other people. I haven't like looked into it a whole lot more than that, but I know Pango is a thing I have seen. I had looked at thrift books, but it's just easier to take it all up to half price, honestly. That's what he uses, that in Mercari. Selling on Amazon's a huge pain. Yeah, I can imagine. Just with how much books cost, it's nice to get a little bit of it back to then spend on more books or bills if we need it for bills. It's nice to have the option. I think just being able to use hobby to fund hobby is really nice sometimes. Don't feel as guilty picking up something new. Especially for me because I read really fast, so I get through books really quickly. But yeah, that's some of what we've been doing. It's been nice. All right. I don't think I did the actual back of their, not helmet, it's like cowl thing. I'll have to get the other ones later. It's okay. All right, let us swap because of match highlighting because I don't want to do that anymore. So I need a break. Hey Jackson, when it's how easy for an individual to sell on Bookshop? That I'm not sure. Has anyone tried that? I've only gone through like shops, not individuals, so I'm not sure. Let me actually start with one that's a little dry. Have you ever painted up Morty on stream before? Oh. I'm trying. We did one in turquoise because it was an entire Chaos Army in turquoise, but that was a long time ago. And I don't remember if Morty was on or not. So if we did, he was in a weird color scheme and it was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly. Sorry, Mets. Because we did like a turquoise Morty, we did Scarbrand, we did Magnus ended up just being like box art because he already had a lot of turquoise. What else did we do? I think we did the Keeper of Secrets and turquoise. He wants to paint one now? No. No. I don't think I've actually mentioned this to chat. I'm probably going to, once this round of commissions, and the ones that I've discussed with like Panda, probably going to super duper limit what I take because I want to focus more on stream than commissions. So trying to chew through what I've got at the moment and not take too much more until get that figured out. So yeah. At that point we'll figure it out. I just don't paint as much as I used to, so it seems silly to keep trying to take more and more commissions when it's not the thing I want to be focusing on. My Marines, they're getting painted. I'm just gonna be, it's not gonna be as many. Not gonna be as much time. I want to focus on stream more. They announced the War Machine Con for this year. It's going to be in St. Louis in November called Lock and... I feel like I've heard of Lock and Load. Is that something they're bringing back? I feel like I've heard of that event before. They are reviving the old one. Okay, can I have games, hobby things, and seminars? That's great. And St. Louis, that's great also. I don't know, like their convention centers, but it being central like that's really nice. I went to the first one in 2015, ages into dust. It's my fault now. I mean, I've been talking about it. I'm burnt out on Warhammer. But I enjoy streaming, so like if I could take commission time and make it more streaming and prep time. think I could grow a bit more, so I want to do that. I want to try it at least. If it doesn't work, we just go back. Not a big deal. I want to try it. I support the stream. Yeah, we'll still paint. We'll still have paint on stream. It won't be my as big a focus, if that makes sense. It will come after streaming. Sounds good, Alex. We'll be here. I'm gonna be edge highlighting for a bit. Edge highlighting for a bit. Probably the rest of the stream. What is everyone else up to today? What we got going on, chat? I've got to, after stream, I'm gonna work out, get some lunch. I'm going to set up for the night freehand. I got all the decals that I wanted on the other day, and now it's time to start sketching. We're gonna do a, the knights are part of an army that go with Sisters of Battle, Order of the Bloody Rose, and some Cadians. So I found an old banner for the sisters that I liked, and I'm gonna try and put that onto the knight and maybe do some like rose vines, because I think it'll look cool on the shoulder. Also, new Lysander and Assault Terminators are coming. Let's do it. It's just, instead of taking several projects at once, it'll probably just be one at a time. Stuff like that. Okay. Imagine having a backlog. Imagine. I don't know. I kind of like my new technique of backlog. You just sell it. It's great. You get money back that I can put toward other things. It's pretty great. I like it. You know, hold off on my little case. No, we're good. I think if I can just keep it steady, we're good. I just need those nights to get finished up, honestly. Them being fully built has slowed me down. It's just really awkward to bring them on stream and kind of work on them. They're just very awkward altogether. You enjoy just ignoring the backlog? I mean, it's a good strat. If it works for you, Jesse. It's a good strat. Don't let my project hurt your soul. If it's ever hurting my soul, we can figure something out. All good. The fact that you are understanding makes it like 10 times easier, so don't even worry about it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you not hurting my soul, but it's all good. They're gonna look sick when we're done. And I'm glad we get to work on them on stream together. That's always nice. That helps. Getting to goof off while I work on them. Let's get some more yellow. I do have to thin the yellow a little bit as we edge highlight. Welcome back, Alex. We are still at Highlight. I think if I've seen any other nerdy updates. Summer Game Fest is this week. I think Friday is like the main thing, but then there's the smaller shows kind of throughout. I feel like I saw something was Thursday. Anyway, I will put it in the Discord as I see stuff pop up. If you guys are looking for video game news, it's a good week for it. The Wholesome Games is Saturday. I'll be watching that. Anyone excited for some video game announcements? Anything we're looking forward to, chat? I'm just ready for like any surprises. And then the whole wholesome like thing just ends up being me adding 50 bajillion games to my wish list. So wholesome, it's always such a good show cake. They do such a good job with it. I take it back. There was a cozier game I kind of hope we see, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. Crap. It was like a dark Stardew. Trying to remember the name of it now. I feel like there's a couple of those that have popped up, but Persona 4 or 6 would be cool. Yeah, I don't know, since they were doing that like gotcha game, bro, so I don't know when to expect the next Persona thing. Like I don't know how much of the team is on that, or I would imagine it's a different team, but I don't know. Dark Dew, yeah, Souls Dew. It's the souls of Stardew games. Hold on, I'm looking it up. I'm getting my phone. I think it's Grave Seasons, I think. Something like that. Nope, that's TikTok. That's not helpful. I think it's Grave Seasons or something similar to that. There's Steam. Was that the one last year? I can't remember. Sorry, I follow them on social, so that's usually where I see the updates from them, but I don't remember if it was part of the show or not. Can I not get to my wish list for me? What the heck? View profile. Well, maybe I can't. Okay, well. I think it's Grave Seasons. It's something like that. I can find it later. I feel like maybe they did a demo, but because I know I want to play it, I didn't like look into it. But if we see that, I'll be excited to see that. But there's no P4 remake news. I'll just boot up the Vita. Hell yeah. Boot it up anyway. Give it some love. I will die screaming about the Vita. I love that little thing. I'm that weird kid that loved the Vita. I'll be screaming to play the Vita on my deathbed. Boot it up anyway. Give it some love. It was so good. Sony didn't know what they had. Dummies. Mad about it. I'm like actually mad about it still. I was also, I'll be honest, I was the kid that had a Zune when everyone had an iPod too, so I'm just that kid. Just that weird kid. I've got my weird little tech and I love it. Seen a couple Dark Stardew. I think there's also it's like Bloom something that had kind of like a, I don't know, cosmic horror element to it. Saw the one you're like grave robbing. I loved when the Switch LED came out and just looked at my 10-year-old Vita with a tear in my eye. Yep. Yep. They're like, oh man, why hasn't this been done before? It's like, it was. uh, my baby. My poor Vita baby. I had the Rio Carmos, the only one at the time that would play FLAC files. I love that. What you're saying is ringing a bell, but I can't find it. Oh, maybe it's. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. It's bothering me now. It's personal. I'm just gonna Google search the shit. Okay, it is on Steam. This one. Grave Season. So you have like this element, but I think there's like murders. Let me get to the description here. Here we go. After a treacherous escape from jail, you made it to your new home in Ashen Ridge. Idyllic town with some seriously unsettling vibes. While you try to establish your new farming life and embed yourself in the neighborhood, murders start to occur in the town, putting your new peaceful life at risk. Grave Seasons is a narrative-led farming sim with a terrifying twist. Someone in the town is a supernatural serial killer. Cozy. But yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'd like to see some more on. Let me, have they updated? Or maybe I have missed an update. A release date to be announced, so nothing yet. Yeah. That's the coziest. It's right up my alley. My main complaint with like Stardew is like I just kind of get bored. I need something bigger, like a quest pushing me. And I feel like having something like that is a little bit more. You know, trying to find a serial killer, that seems a little pressing. Seems a little urgent. That's one of those Nike egg things that had like 10 songs. Ever since I bought a Vita, I don't remember why, but the Mid-Parasite Eve follow-up, Third Birthday, was on it. Oh, it didn't show up when I searched, but I worked on Google. That is weird. I don't know. I'm glad we found it, though. We need a cozy 40K game. Agri-World Farmer. I would like to see more genres for the 40K games. Like, we're getting so many of them now. Like, it's only a matter of time before they... I mean, we got a typing game, or a demo for one at least. Like, that's fun. Do more things like that. If you guys want to watch, I did play the 40K typing game. It's up on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. It's very short, but we ran through it if you guys want to see it. It's essentially just like a advertisement for the new bolt gun game, but it was fun. It's free on Steam if you guys want to type for the Emperor. But it's up on YouTube if you want to watch me type through it. Did you play Graveyard Keeper? I don't think I did. I think Scott tried it. And then I hate that I could get more. I want to get more into like Stardew games, but I get bored. And I was just like, it's another one of those. Now it's heavier handed with being okay. That I might be able to do that one. 40K Power Washer was fairly cozy. I enjoyed it until the giant Thunderhawk I didn't finish. It was so big. It was so big. I'd love to see a scary detective game in the 40K universe, like LA Noir. There's the there's the book series that are like that. I feel like that would be a really easy crossover with some of those novels making it in a game like that. Or if you've not read the books, maybe throw that on the old book list. There's like I think it's called the Warhammer Crimes for the series. Like if you go on Black Library, I think that's what it would be under. There's a what? Trying to remember what I was talking about. Techno game could just be ice. Yeah, like I feel like there's a good way to do that. Is the typing game worth playing more than once? I don't think so. I did so in the YouTube video, we did the easiest difficulty just because I didn't know what to expect. And then I did a level on the hardest, and it was just like a little bit harder phrases to type out, longer phrases. But I don't think so. Oh, welcome on in. How are you? Pretty sure I stopped at the Thunderhawk too. It's like half clean. Yeah. One day I will go back and I will finish the Thunderhawk, but I haven't done it yet. That thing is huge. It was fun though. It was fun hopping in with people from chat too to do the power washing. There's a sequel coming too if you guys like the power wash. Okay, you have read the novels. Some of them are really well done. Good. Since we were talking books, I had to make sure you knew. But yeah, that's like if I had a game I was like hoping to see an update for, I think it would be Grave Seasons. Anything else you guys are hoping for? I think just with being around the fighting games, I'd like to see, I'm assuming Street Fighter will get some updates. Monster Hunter, I'm guessing we'll get our like summer update. Trying to think what else. I'm ready for a bigger Monster Hunter update. The little ones have been fun, and the like Street Fighter one was kind of interesting, but I'm ready for bring the pain, please. Bring me some big stuff to hunt. I want more of the Warhammer Horror 2. I read, I think it was Maledictions. There's a couple in there that I liked. They're a little hit or miss for me. But I think more have now come out, and I haven't read those yet. Hey, Ringing Key, welcome in! We got Warhammer today, yeah! It's funny you say that. I used to paint primarily Warhammer, so we're getting back to it today. How are you? We've got, this is for a very large Imperial Fist army. So we've got a whole bunch of aggressors that we're working on today. You catch us at my favorite part, edge highlighting. Yay! Yay! What are you up to? I'm good. Ooh, a nice day out doing some sketches. That sounds perfect. Enjoy. The other night, I got to, like, read out on my patio. It was so nice. Until the mosquitoes found me. It was very nice. Oh, darn mosquitoes. Yeah. We did, I did, like, a bunch of yard work that morning, Kate, 'cause, like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and enjoy it until before it gets too hot, I'm gonna go out and enjoy it. And then those darn mosquitoes came out. I also wanted to enjoy it. Need to get your little reading nook. Oh, at the mosquito net. I totally would if we got more time without, like, the heat. I guess I could use it again in the fall, but it does sound nice. I finally wiped down my outdoor chairs yesterday, so up there for a bit. And you get, yeah, the candles. I got a little annoyed because I got one and I set it up, and then the instructions are like, light it like 30 minutes before like you want to be around it. And it's like, well, I want to be out here for 30 minutes. I did end up doing it. It was like, wow, okay. Takes a little bit more planning ahead than I thought. I was thinking about getting like just some of the plants to leave on the patio, but I don't know how effective that is. Just get a bunch of the plants that they don't like. But yeah, it was nice for a bit. Feel like you're like out on a here you go for dinner for like a patio dinner. Same vibe, but with my book. It's nice. All right, still working around. Speaking of outside, I might need to step away for just a second for my nose. Watch for thermocells to go on sale. Work great at keeping bugs away. Thermocell. I'll have to look those up, Reaper. They sound like they would be involving heat of some sort. They go after those instead of us. I'm unfortunate. I guess I have the blood type that they like. I'm always the one that they come after. It's awful. There's like painting a bunch of lavender in my backyard to keep the mosquitoes away. I wish I could do lavender. Lavender gives me a headache like immediately. So lavender is fantastic for that. Mint, I would have to probably do the mint. The mint and citronella plants also. I have to make sure it's in a pot. Those get out of control. Okay. With citronella, you have to double check it's the correct species. Wards off pests. Oh, sometimes they're not as advertised. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Cake. If I look into it, I will definitely keep that in mind. Let's see, they're small, really portable, or wearable, just depending on the size. Okay, I'll have to look into those too, Reaper. Thank you, chat. Next time I will be equipped. Enjoy my drink and my book in peace. Yeah, I wish I could do the lavender. I always like, when I would look up sleep stuff, it was all lavender. It's like, ugh. And I've got to sleep off the migraine that the lavender gives me. Mint, though, that'd be an easy one, I think. I think that helps with like a lot of pests too. Rodents and stuff. Kind of multi-use. We have a creek kind of near us, so sometimes we get more critters than usual. Apparently our little possum's back. I'm excited. I hadn't seen him in a while. Scott saw him one night. I was afraid we had lost our possum friend. Just be sure you really want mint in your yard. Yeah, Cake said to do the pots, so. Once you plant it, it's there for good. Yeah, Cake gave me the heads up. And you can eat it if you need to. Thank you, chat, for the suggestions. Smoking pot is fun, but I'm talking about mint. Gotta watch that, Cake. Gotta watch her. I mean, that can go in pots too. It's fine. We all have different patios. I hate it here. You know, we just have different green thumbs. That's all. That's all. Basil. Oh, and rosemary are good to keep bugs away. They are useful. Way back when I tried to do a vegetable garden, I had some of those. And actually, the veggies did okay. I just couldn't keep the animals out of them. The bunnies and then some of the birds would go after my tomatoes and stuff. And I just got really tired of fighting them. So I was actually able to grow a good amount of stuff. It's just I couldn't keep the animals out of them. Even with like the netting and stuff, they were determined. If I were to do it again, I would do the like raised beds for veggies and stuff. Now I think about it. Oh, I heard thyme does too. Strong smelling herbs are generally good for most pests. Trying to remember from the last time I went down this rabbit hole. No, no rabbits. No. Yeah, that makes sense. Feel like that's probably right. You get creeping thyme. You can rip out your yard and replace it with that. It's ground cover and it only grows like, oh, 2 inches high. Hell yeah. It can go with that vine I can't get rid of. Hell yeah. Alright. Second dude, edge highlighted. Only part of my soul taken. And take a small break here before I do the next one. It's the ultimate end goal, eradicate the grass, micro clover, and creeping thyme. We've even thought about astroturf, I'm not gonna lie. Because we have these giant trees that take like all the water. So we don't get good grass coverage. I've thought about just astroturfing it. Just be done with it. You're in the same boat. I hate grass. I would like to have. I'd like that. Oh, it's a big heat increase. That's true. That's true. I don't want that. I don't want that either. I would like Sadie to have some, like, just a nice grassy yard, but the trees take all of the water. From with the faux grass as it gets hot, yeah, that makes sense. There's a house around the corner from us that has AstroTurf. Every time I walk past, I'm like, "Good for you." Oh. Maybe we just creeping time it up. Plus, it's just fun to say it's creeping time. I thought about turf. I also thought about just throwing wildflower, all the like chaos gardening, get all the wildflowers. There are a few homes near us that have the wildflowers, and it's very pretty when they're all in bloom. Save the bees, yes. My mom has volunteered to come help me redo our front beds. And I'm gonna ask her to put in stuff for the bees. I want to make one of those little bee, little ponds where you put like the marbles or the rocks where they can sit on it and get water. I want to put one of those outside my window here and then get some plants for them. We did we got some like cheap bird feeders, but for summer, it's they're basically just giant bowls so you can do water or feed. And we're hoping the birds find them here soon. We put a couple out front. Try and help the critters through the summer here. I have a little frog friend, or I guess a toad friend up front. It's usually hanging out in our bushes. Get him a little thing for water. There are a lot of schools in the Southwest area that have discovered newer fake grass to make them waste more water, keeping it cool for when they play, rather than just the natural grass. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'll catch up here. Could you just have rocks and sand for your? I mean, I can, but I don't want to walk on it. I still want something nice for Sadie. There's a lot of it because we play in the backyard. I don't think she's gonna want to run across rocks and stuff. Wildflowers would be cool. Mrs. Butts thinks it would make our house look abandoned. Yeah, I could see that if you're letting them do its thing. Because they'll do that here with like the street medians too, like in between the streets. They'll have like areas that are like designated wildflower areas. They do look a little overgrown, but they're pretty. They're a little chaotic, but pretty. They will. Sometimes it takes birds a few minutes to find new food sources, but you'll have regular friends once they do. I was kind of hoping because the one that we put a little further in has water also. Like I figured that would help them find it. But yeah, we'll see here. I figure especially as it starts to get hot, they're gonna find it pretty quick. Aren't you animal people need to like exist on your yard? Yeah, it's true. Sadie's out there going. I'm trying to be out there more with her too. I want to start grilling more. It's just hard when it's so hot. I feel like I have to do everything I want to do in the next like couple weeks. The trick is to have organized patches of wildflowers on the lawn. Keep the lawn tidy. That's true. Have, I guess, kind of like the street sign, right? Like this is wildflower area. I still live here. I still live here, but I like wildflowers. Organized chaos. That's not suspiciously like work buzzes out. Hey, so many houses in my dad's neighborhood have gone full small rock. So much extra heat being retained. This is like crap, overgrown with weeds half the time. Glad my HOE does the front yards for everyone. I know people hate HOEs, but the front yards here kept looking neat. I think it just depends is the hard part. Like some HOAs, yeah, like it is worth it. But then you just hear the nightmare stories. It's just tough to know what you're getting into. Which HOE are you gonna get? Slices, wow. So that was some work there. And look at the time. It's nice when that happens though, isn't it, Sly? Cruising over there. I have a few final highlights to do on these blood nights tonight and then basing, then on to something else. Let's go. What else have you got lined up, Sly? What are the potential next projects? The grill's right next to the back door. The person who uses the yard the most is the mailman. Bristol says, I get regular compliments from neighbors about the wildflower patch. Just how much work it must be. It's literally the easiest thing I've ever grown. Seeds, wait, boom, yep. But yeah, if you've got it in a spot so where it doesn't look overgrown. Makes sense. Cake says, excuse me, I'd like pictures of your wildflowers. I thought we were friends. I would also like to see the wildflowers. Well, we learned something today, Cake. We learned something today. Catch up here. This is, oh, we're looking in the prime box. Let's go. What else we got in there? While I mix up some more yellow. I don't remember ever saying we were friends. Wow. Wow. You actually didn't have a choice. There you go. This fantasy of friendship you've concocted over many years. Oh, we're learning a lot, huh? I see. I see. Get some pics of our happy plants too, yes. I'm gonna get into Discord this afternoon. It's gonna be all plants. So it says, got a bunch of wolves, some big bat things, the fell guys or something, a couple of vampires on foot and feet, another bad guy riding a wolf. I mean, I know what I vote for. Big puppies. I'm excited to see what you pick, Slime. I will always vote big puppies. I know, shocker coming from the Space Wolf player, but... Seriously though, Heart, if you tell anyone I said that. He takes back the digital heart. It's all I know, I need help. Here we are, literally begging for plant photos. Sorry for all the technical terms. I mean, I got you. I got you. That's why I vote with the highly technical term, big puppies. I stand by it, too. I stand by my vote of big puppies. And dudes with big puppies. Ooh, just sold the Sylvana. The French bailing me out again after the Necrons as well. Nice, nice. Well, now you know. Go straight to the French next time. Now you know. Congrats on getting them sold. That's exciting. Yeah, hope they have a good home. Sounds like they will. Sorry to say, but dudes with big puppies really does sound like a euphemism. Automod would have gotten me for sure, Funky. How are you? After Automod being on a tear earlier, he would have gotten me for sure. My vote stands, though. Even with this knowledge, my vote stands. He seems cool. Emailed them about the bank holiday and packing it up. He's already replied saying how he expects some breakage and not to worry. We love to see that. Now the challenge gets 0 breakages on. Yeah, now you're just more motivated. It is tough, though. Slow enough have a lot of stuff poking out. Smaller bits. I believe, though. I believe you can do it. Oh my, we learn something new every day. Dudes with big puppy sounds great. Anyway, you interpret it. Best project. So many twigs, yeah. Yeah, that's the tough bit. They have a lot of little pokey details for sure. Alright. We're like halfway done edge highlighting this guy. We can do it, chat. We can do it. Thanks for keeping me company while I do the not so fun bits. I appreciate it. First on the wolf is Belladama Volga, first of the Virkos. So lady with big puppy. I have not yet, broso. Gosh, I've got so many RPGs now lined up. Sorry, it just hit me as I was answering. It just hit me how many hours of gameplay I had of me. Not yet, but I want to, yeah. Because I had started to go back to just like the original, and I was like, I'm not feeling this at the moment. I'll come back with the remake. So I didn't make it super far in the original, but I want to. I have I just started Final Fantasy X to replay it because I haven't played it since I was in like middle school, early high school. And that's been real cozy. I want to play Metaphor ReFantazio, and I want to play Persona 3 Remake. So it's just it's so much ahead of me here. Why must I like all these like 100+ hour games? Metaphor's on Game Pass now. Yep, it's dangerous. Okay, Ratchcare the Beast here. But your vote has been tallied, as with your community votes. The winner will be whatever you don't vote for. It's actually a tie, so you get to pick anyway. That's what they do. Chat loves to tie everything. Turns out you get to paint whatever you want anyway. That's where I'm at right now, Cake. I want to play so many games, but I just want to read so many books. I got just so into the one I'm reading right now that I haven't been playing. So now the list just keeps getting longer for games. I blame Atlas. Just make a stinker or two, right? Why do they all have to be good? I mean, I'm glad I'm not interested in the gacha game. I'm glad I don't have to play that one, at least. But yeah, just make a bad game, gosh. Medallion, hello. Oh, I just finished Final Fantasy VI. Yep. How are you today? I just finished that one as well. I didn't put in quite as many hours as others in Expedition 33, but like I'm coming off that RPG too. Chat chooses. Nikki sits on a throne of lies. It's not my fault you guys tie it. You guys know what happens if it ties. Then I get to pick. Scott's asking for real. So when are you replaying Witcher 3 again? 8 times feels like enough, but now that you mention it. I need to finish the last 2 books. I had been reading them basically back to back and I needed a break. I need to finish the last 2 books. If the Witcher 1 remake gets some news this week, might force another replay. I'll play that. I didn't finish 2. I need to go back and play 2. I still only play Witcher 3, never have, but I owned it for like 4 years. It's okay. Once you finish Yakuza, you can play Witcher 3. It's very good though. I love Witcher 3. Whenever you are feeling it, Cake, it's very good. I just know this pain of getting through that series. I say pain, it's just a lot of games. There's nothing painful about playing Yakuza, but it's a lot of games. I'm almost done with 5. Let's go. Let's go. Only, oh god, how many even games? Yeah, you've got 6, and then you're into the new ones. And then there's the kind of the smaller side ones if you want to play those as well. Once I start 6, I'll probably breeze through out of excitement to get to the newer stuff. I'll be honest, I kind of sped through 4 and then the bit of 5 that I played because I wanted to get to the new ones. They're very good. I ended up watching a video for 6 because I don't know. I wasn't feeling 5. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna skip ahead. Slices, one of my tasks today was to reply to a dev who got in touch with the game, asking for some feedback. I spent about an hour trying to put some meaningful thoughts together, but not gonna lie, it wasn't pretty. Uh-oh. I can imagine that's a difficult email to then have to write. But I'm sure they appreciate you taking the time to do so. I asked them if they wanted honest feedback. They said, yes, please. I let them have it. Just got a response. Uh-oh. Asked him if he needs someone to do music for it. Asking for a friend. I'm the friend. Press was like, please hire me. That's just the end of the feedback. This is the gist. I'll keep your advice close, won't forget it. It's something that'll carry me through this journey. It looks like we have a long journey. Oh. I'm sure they appreciate. Yeah. It sounds like they took it well. Which, gosh, I can't imagine. Like, how much of, like, yourself and your work you pour into something like that. That must be very difficult. They do have a long journey. But now that, I don't know, I feel like now they know. And it's someone they trust, and that's really important. I'm sure it was, I don't know, sounds like it was maybe hard for both of you, but sounds like it was much needed. Just like edge highlighting. Nothing like edge highlighting. Should we do one more? Let's try and do one more. At least now they know they do. And on that basis, I'll try and help them where I can for free. I think that's a lot of experience they got to tap into, so I'm sure they appreciate that. It's exactly like edge highlighting. That was my awful segue, thank you. I appreciate you. Heckin' edge highlighting. I don't think you're in here when we were talking about it, bro, so is there anything you're looking... No, you did. Persona was what you're looking for from Game Awards. Trying to remember when you popped back in. I'm basically like... Mythalion mentioned Final Fantasy is this week too. It's the Final Fantasy Magic, like, set. Basically, I'm trying to get as much work done before Friday hits so I can game Fest and Magic and just everything. Just giant nerd day on Friday. It's basically all that's on my mind this morning. I'm on an insufferable Persona train. Nope, you're good. You're good here. If I could scream at everyone to play Persona, yeah. Before doing a paint, I think I'll do a little tainted grab do it. And do it up. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Sly. I also want to... Maybe we do that Wednesday. I might have a poll tomorrow. If we do something cozy, if we Tainted Grail on Wednesday. Tainted Grail might be the way to go. Is it okay if I complain about work for a second? Absolutely. What you got, Cake? Absolutely. You got you guys are actively listening to me complain about work with edge highlighting, so. Mm. Played the demo, it's quite the roller coaster personally. Let the rage flow, that's right. This is the Cake Rage Zone. Oh!
Alive Vine Madness contributed $65.77 towards Kapabushi, Yoroni. Great job edge highlighting. Enjoy these tiny turtle.
Oh, I didn't hear the message, sorry. Thank you so much, I appreciate it, Life Madness. I will pick up my little Kappa. Avian was actually asking about them earlier, so there we go. Excuse to get Kappa. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oysters, welcome in. Are they like jumbo-sized ones? These guys? Or what are we looking at, Oysters? Let me know. How are you today? Oh, I know. Reap right. Either a cozy game or Tainted Grail. I don't know which I want to do for Wednesday. That's not an amazing game. For me, it ticks all the boxes, made me fall in love with, Morrowind. Fun to explore, lots of quests, crafting, cooking, alchemy, fast travel, have many, many trips to sell the shit I steal. It's the little things. It's the little things. You went Archer? These are, sure, so these are the Aggressors. So they do have some chunkier armor than like a normal Space Marine would have, but they're not as big as like some other miniatures. So, I wish I had something on my desk to give a better scale. Yeah, they're not massive, but they've got some chunkier armor than a normal Space Marine would have. How are you? 100% agree. There's a charm to it. I love the setting. I think I'll be able to look past the flaws, but pick it up later. I had been on the fence, and then Scott went ahead and grabbed it, and I love that we can do like the Steam family share stuff. So because he grabbed it, I can play it, which is pretty great. So I'll take it. It's not reinventing anything. It's just doing the basics pretty well. It's no Elden Ring, but it scratches an itch. I think for me, because I got really annoyed with like the Oblivion jankiness, having the Elder Scrolls feel, but a little bit maybe, I'm afraid to say more polished, but like without the jank. That sounds like something I want to play right now. I didn't miss anything. Okay, let's make sure I didn't miss cake. Now the jerky is about 1 more hour. Finding, so you need a lot of sauce. I tried a few pieces with less and a few with more. More is definitely the way to go. Family sharing works well. It's really nice. It's really easy to set up. The only thing, if you're doing it with friends, is I think you can only join like one family for like the year. So like if someone like wants to leave to go with like another family group or another friend group, you have to wait like a year before you can join another one. So that's the only like kind of drawback I saw. But if you've got friends that you've gamed with forever and that's not a concern, it works really well, yeah. I'm a sucker for dark druidic stuff. Same. So like that kind of vibe. Yeah. Same. Sometimes hitting the genre in the head is good enough for a game. Yeah, if that's what you're wanting to play too. Uh-oh. Cake says, got a project I need to quote. It's a big project. I get a spreadsheet with parts and quantities that we need, except I overhear from engineer in office he has to change the drawings, which changes the materials. So I wait for updates. I can't start until I have the quantities because I need to send off for project pricing. Yeah, that makes sense. The next day, Friday last week, I hear nothing, so I ask him about it. He says he'll do it after finish a document he's working on, but it's not time sensitive. The whole thing is waiting on him. Fine, I'll wait. The afternoon he says he can't do it. The person who made the spreadsheet has to do it. Okay, fine. I hear nothing. I asked this morning if they have the updated quantities yet. You know what this person decided to work on instead? Our company's YouTube channel. I'm sorry, Cake. I'm sorry. That's very frustrating. Especially when you have something time sensitive and they just don't see it that way or, don't prioritize it. I'm sorry, Cake. That's very frustrating. I hope you can get what you need here soon. Especially when it's something not related to it at all. I'm sorry. That's not a fun way to start the week. Gotta make the content for real, I know. It's a I don't know. I also feel like I'm saying sorry 'cause sometimes I get very distracted too, but most of my timelines are my own, so I don't think about it, but it's tough. On the bright side, I get to speak and stream because I'm just sitting here waiting. Uh, that's frustrating. I think that's the other bit is do they know that you're waiting on him? That's always the tough part, where it's like people are getting upset at you when it's not you. Really, we're waiting on him. What's this? When I was trying to decide to play Hollow Knight, everyone was like, it's just an ideal Metroidvania, nothing special. Turned out to be one of my favorite games. Yeah, I think there's the setting, some of the characters, like even if it's just like another of a genre, like that makes a big difference if that's what you if that's the part that you like. Like for me, part of it with Tainted Grails, I've heard it's more like on the dark side, like more dark fantasy, almost I don't know if it's quite horror, but it's a darker vibe, which I also tend to like in games. So if you're telling me it's like Elder or Skyrim but dark, like yeah, that's up my alley. This is precious Yakuza playing time. Ah, if you had brought a book cake, that would have been great. Some reading time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have you in chat, but I know you also like to read. That was always the nice part when I had a job where like if nothing was happening, they would let me read. It's the best. The best. I do my best to never allow my screen around to mess up other people's work. Yeah, I can mess up mine. That's fine. If I'm just goofing myself up, you know, whatever. But it's tough when someone's relying on you for something and like just not coming through. Bug noises? What's on that side? I've missed something. Enjoy your bug noises? People's lack of tolerance for other stress is the worst, yeah. I've read books before, but not often. Might be worth. Might be worth. I never like when something goes wrong because of something I can't control, yeah. It's tough. DM those flowers, yo. He also has blessed us with flowers. For also, oh, after this, after we put some cheese on our on our yellow marine. I made it to level 9 in WaniKani last night. I'm keeping up with it. Or trying to keep up with it. They gave me so many more words to learn. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing it. We're doing it. There's so many levels, but we're getting there. Thank you, Panda, for the sticker for some cheese on top. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Our cheesy Marines. Thank you. Cheesy Imperials. They are the snack. That's why they need the snack packs, as they are the snack. Thank you so much. Just in time for lunch, too. Look at that. Look at that. What kind of cheese do you think they would be, Panda? We're gonna give Alive Manus's army some new lore here. What kind of cheese do we think they would be? American. Have you seen how yellow they are? That's true. That's true. I feel like that just sums it up so nicely, actually. Uh, like the shittiest of crimes. That's how I like my army to be referred to. Yep. I feel like Panda doesn't like my paint job. Is what that feels like. This feels like a BuzzFeed quiz. It does. What cheese am I? Oh, that's true. My local team do call ourselves the Cheesemen of the Apocalypse. I forgot about that. It's all coming together. I already know it's a Havarti with dill. That sounds pretty good. Ressa says, I definitely slacked off on the Japanese learning, unfortunately. Past semester, I only took academic and cultural models, so I didn't need to keep the language up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I went back to the Busu, too, and it's been nice picking some of that back up and, like, taking better notes this time. I feel like it's actually sticking this time where it didn't really the first time. I feel like I wasted a lot of time, but that's okay. We'll get back to it. That was seeing what I had, like, kinda lost in between was a humbling time, but we're getting there. Trying our best. I love your paint job. The only cheese this yellow is Craft Singles America. I know. I was just teasing. Hold on. I'm just gonna show you. I was gonna tell you about a TikTok, but I'm just gonna show you, and that's how we're gonna wrap up stream. I cursed Scott with this TikTok last night. Now you all have to watch it. Is it not in here? No, did I not like it? Damn it. I thought for sure it'd be here. I could pull it up. Anyway, someone was shuffling cheese slices like cards, like a bridge shuffle. But it was just craft singles in their package. And they were just shuffling them like cards. Do I have Japanese friends? I do not. There's a few websites that are great for getting people in contact. So there's yeah, thank you. I'll take it. With Busu, what it does is there's certain like written portions where like you write it out and it goes out to someone who naturally speaks the language, like that's their native language. And then you can correct each other's stuff. I think if you do premium, you can do more with like the native speakers, but I've not done that because I'm cheap. So if I've only done the like correction part, which is kind of neat. It was such a good video. You saw it too. I'm so glad we're all on cheese shuffle TikTok. Ever seen someone throw a crab slice at a cat or on the babies that are crying? I just like Texas cheese and that's right. I'm sorry I can't. I'm sorry I can't bring it on stream. I thought for sure I would have liked it or saved it. Apparently I just terrorized Scott and that was the end of it. I'm glad we're on the same feed, Jezzy. That makes me happy. Alright, I'm gonna get this backpack and then I'm gonna go get some lunch because I am hungry and I want to work out and I don't want to add Charlotte anymore. So it's a good time to wrap up. See, call your two baby bells ratio. Ooh, a Oaxaca cheese. Yum. I met a Japanese friend 10 years ago on one of these. We still keep in contact to this day. That's so great. How cool is that? Maybe I should. I'm just an introvert, is all. The end is nigh. Wasted my thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you again, those for the support for the, we'll pick up some Kappa. Thank you so much for the throne gift. Thank you for the bits, the stickers. I appreciate it. I feel like the flame aggressors can't have snack pouches because the cheese would melt. I mean, just play into that, you know? Give them some mozzarella sticks, some queso. Play into that. All right, chat. Oh, I just saw the. Okay, 1 second. I want to get the circle on his back. I also need to fix my darn glasses. I'm tired of pushing them up. They're slightly too big for my face, and I'm getting annoyed by it. I'm just too stubborn to go and get them fixed. Today I'm annoyed, though. Alright. That is enough edge highlighting for now. I'm done. Tapping out. Tapping out. Oh, Doonies, exactly. Grilled cheese boys. Have we gotten a game yet with Conquest? Not just yet. Scott went up to the store and played with a friend, but I needed those archers for a lot of the lists that I need to build. My army doesn't have as much stuff out yet, so we haven't played yet, but we've got we're gonna try and get Noob to play with us here soon. I'm excited. I was distracted, but someone say mozzarella, so we did. We sure did. Thank you, Sly, for coming to hobby with us. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for coming to hang out. Well, we did some batch painting, got some work done today. We'll be back tomorrow with something. I don't know yet, but if you want to follow along, let me throw my socials in here. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, all that good stuff. If you want to come hang out in between streams, we have our Discord. And then YouTube is where I have VODs, and then my short form when I make some more will be up on YouTube. But you can check out the other video games and painting that we've done there. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.